I think we made up, but what a show business move to say I'm dead to you. That's like a producer, like, Artie's dead to me. That's like what Jerry Bruckheimer says to you.
I got to be honest with you.
Of his charity hockey games.
I got to be honest with you. I'm not so sure we made up. I mean, Howard said we made up, but we didn't really. We never really made up.
I came in here today to really
tell 1/10 of the audience that heard you this morning you're sorry.
Well, what do you mean?
We don't have the listenership that No.
I said this today. I think I made this point today when I said that I came in there today mad and I wanted to say mean things because I was mad, and I said some things I didn't mean.
But see, you have to seriously. How do I know you didn't meet him?
That's me, man.
That's the tough part. Like you said,
me. It's like, you know what I'm like? I'm like David Niven in the Pink Panther. It's all a lie.
But it's so hard to tell.
You have to pick and choose. I've lost my credibility with you and Will.
And others. And I give Will some credit, at least, for having the balls to come in, because he's not the only guy that...
I like
No,
Will.
but Will's not the only guy that grabs my ear and says shit. He's just the only guy that had the balls to come in and
Who the fuck says shit?
A lot of people.
You both break each other's balls, but it seems like there's an underlying level of animosity between the two of you, and neither of you guys know where it's coming from.
No, John.
That's true.
And
it's true that there is, and it's true I don't know where it's coming from.
I was very hurt by what you said on the wrap-up show. And let me tell you something. If we replay that clip, I think I'd be justified. And if a coworker and a person who's supposed to be a friend says something like that about you, a blanket statement, he lies about everything.
But I didn't say. I said, how do we know if we could trust him? And the funny thing is, myself.
Let's calm down with that. Have I ever done anything to you like where I really, really betrayed a trust to you? Like really a bad fucking thing where like I fucked you over, man. Like, you know what? Artie fucked me over.
No, on a personal level,
okay, well, that's what it sounds like, though.
No, but how could you be so insulted that people might think you're lying about stuff?
That's
the part that's so ridiculous.
Lying about certain things is fine, but you're not getting my point. Not to take my word on anything is what pisses me off. That's a blanket statement about me as a person, not as a drug addict or a guy with a drug problem, saying you can't take my word about anything and that I lie about everything.
No, I don't. I don't say you lie about everything.
Well, you just did.
And you know what? I didn't mean that. What I do mean is that everything is now in question in my head. That doesn't mean you lie about everything. Then, it means everything's in question.
Then that's your problem, man.
It's a problem that's not that hard to have.
It shouldn't be in question. It shouldn't.
And I'm not the only one. I give Will
you
credit.
Keep saying that. You're not the only one. Because Will's the only. Let's talk about you. I'm talking about you.
I'm not sure when you're telling the truth. That's me talking. That's it. I can't say it any other fucking way. I'm not positive when you're telling the truth anymore.
Tell me one time outside of like drug stuff you think I've lied to you.
I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at it.
Because I've never done it, Gary.
I guess not.
Of course I haven't. You want to get on here and be interesting by just calling me a fucking liar. So I'm not taking it anymore.
Okay, you said how you feel, and I said it's tough to know.
All right, okay, good. It's tough to know then. I'm sorry you can't figure that out.
Listen, I'm entitled to an opinion, Artie.
Okay, then it's a dumb opinion. I'm entitled to
That's your opinion.
I'm entitled to think it's a dumb opinion.
And you're totally entitled to think it's a dumb opinion.
It's all entertainment, Gary.
But how do I know when you're entertaining me or not?
If you don't know that, then you are a monkey. What are you talking about? If I say something
So I
funny,
should know that you might have lied about not going to the shrink?
No, Gary, you're picking and choosing what you think is a lie and what you don't think is a lie. If you're going to admit that sometimes while I'm on the air in that forum, I'm trying to be funny, you can't take anything I say as gospel. And to be offended by it is stupid. If I come to you off the air and say something to you that's a direct lie that really betrays you, then that's a different story. And that's never happened. If you're fucking Ellen DeGeneres or Jay Leno, and there's a guy that writes jokes that get laughs every fucking time, but he's always an hour late. Sometimes he falls asleep. Blah, blah, blah. But there's another guy who's on time every day, who looks neat and never has a problem or a drink in his life, and everything sucks. Who are you keeping at hiring time?
I don't know, because I've never been in that situation till now.
If you don't know the answer to that, Gary, then you're a dumbass, stupid motherfucker.
Thank you.
You keep the guy who writes sucky jokes?
Don't name call, because this is...
No, let him name call. This is how he feels.
There's a disconnect between, because you have been in that position. You have the man standing next to you is late a lot, and he works for you, and you haven't fired him. Why?
We threatened to fire him,
but you haven't fired him.
It was very close.
Do you feel any better after that conversation, Gary?
I feel physically exhausted, and I felt that way after this morning. It's physically exhausting, even though it's only words. I don't know. I mean, Artie and I came to sort of, I guess, an uneasy truce. But if Artie wasn't here, I would have come in and I would have said, is Artie dead to me? Well, of course not. I'm going to deal with Artie all the time. But I don't know that we fully made up. Howard said we made up this morning. What I hope will happen is we'll just, try to start over again.
Artie claimed on the wrap-up show, I just heard this clip, they played you and Gary, I guess, fought for like an hour.
Oh, my God. I heard there was more fighting. Yeah.
Two battling bruisers. And,
there wasn't even a commercial.
You're kidding.
I don't think so. Not for like 50 minutes.
They went at it pretty good. It was very compelling. About whether Artie's like Artie is a liar, but Artie's point was, well, who doesn't lie? Especially if you're on the radio, you've got, and I thought about it. Artie is right because
Artie's right about what?
Okay, Gary was upset. Here's the argument in a nutshell. Gary's upset because Artie lies about his drug use and therefore lies when he says, I can't come in today, I got a stomachache, but it turns out he's battling heroin or something like that. So he's saying, how do I know you're not lying all the time? And Artie's saying, look, I don't lie all the time. If I didn't have a job on the radio, I wouldn't have to lie to you at all. The fact of the matter is that when you're on the radio, and I know I've been in this position, you got kids, you got, Artie's got a mother and a sister, and you're trying to convince them you're going to shrink and all this, and they think that you are going to a shrink, and that seems to give them some comfort. So then he gets on the radio and he goes, well, I can't tell everyone I'm not going to the shrink because then my mom's going to find out about it and it's going to wreck fucking my life.
It's sort of like the Bill Clinton lie about not having sex with Monica Lewinsky. You can't tell everybody because Hillary will hear.
Right. So, but Gary said, look, Artie, it's my prerogative to feel shitty that you lie to me. He goes, but Artie goes, but you lie to everyone too. Everyone lies on the air. It's like there are times you just have to. And so, they went round and round. But anyway, in the midst of this whole, hostility thing that these guys were going
This was a hostile argument.
And Artie's a dirty fighter. Sometimes he called, a couple of times you have no brains and you're a monkey.
Artie's very street.
Yeah.
That's one thing about Artie.
Artie gets really down in the dirt.
If you get into a fight with Artie, he's going to pull out all the stops. And
he's
going
to bite you.
I thought about this.
Gary was more of a gentleman about
right.
it.
Artie's the kind of, I see why his relationships fail.
Yeah.
Do you, Robin? You point that out to me?
Well, everyone can see that.
Yeah, because Artie immediately tears everybody apart, and then he wants to fix it by saying, I'm sorry, but people can't forget what's said.
I say things that you can't take back.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You do say some bad things.
I've said some things to Dana that I can't take back.
But anyway, Artie was saying that he knew right away that I had a nose job. Very obvious.
Wow.
And that everyone, in other words, how I goof on Gary about his caps because we all knew.
That wasn't me trying to say it's not as serious as what I'm lying about. But for years, people would ask and you would say no on the radio because you had your reasons for lying about it.
He was waiting to get us to reveal ridiculous things so he could say, I have a nose job.
I agree that everyone on the, you see, look.
And 99.9% of the stuff I've lied about is drug-related, and it's all been on the air. It's like, how can you say any different?
I tried to explain it to Gary afterwards. I said, Gary, the fact is that when you're on the air, and I've made the best attempt I can at being one of the most honest broadcasters in the country, but there have been times, in order to protect some people in my family and things, I haven't, I've been less than honest. Because you're on the air, it's a touchy situation, and you do have kids, and you do have situations where
other people have not agreed to be so revealing.
Yeah,
definitely.
So when someone asks you a question and involves someone else, you're like, how do I be honest here? And so you can't be 100% honest on the air unless you're insane.
And in terms of disrespecting the show, I love the show so much, which is why eventually I come clean because I think that would be fascinating to people. I didn't have to sit here and say I bought piss. I didn't have to say I did shit my pants doing coke in a pig costume.
So where do you and Gary stand?
I do that because I think it'd be compelling to the show.
Where do you and Gary stand?
Well, I called Gary Friday.
Oh, did you?
Because I did. I felt bad, and
it got heated.
It did, and we had a good conversation. And look, I apologized to him, and I even said there's no need for you to apologize to me.
Do
you
think
that's
the end of it?
I hope it is, Robin. I don't know. I'm in a bad way lately. I had an issue happen personally that was kind of shitty, and
when, this weekend?
Last week, and I don't know. Lately, getting out of bed, the depression has been fucking. I've had what I call 2 great depressions in my life. Where
are you in one of them now?
It feels like I'm going into one where I might have to get some medication again because I just can't get out of bed. It's like a wet fucking blanket. It's just bad depression. All the symptoms I used to have.
Really?
So yeah,
you don't seem so depressed right now.
Well, he's working now.
I could. I've worked through the other ones too, but I don't know. I just really felt.
You ever been diagnosed like as a bipolar or whatever they call it?
Bipolar is a word that's been used, But
so why don't you go on meds? And then if
I could tell that
for a while, and he got better.
Yeah, they're leaving you out.
I took Paxil for a while, and I'll tell you, I got straight on that, and then I stopped taking it, and I was fine for years. I mean, it's like, it's that great Onion joke, depression hits losers the worst.
That was a big headline back several years ago.
I mean, that's just the best joke ever. And it's true, look, my career's going great, but there's other things in my life that isn't, and I'm depressed about it. I mean, it's like, if I was, Jim Dandy with everything, I think I'd be depressed.
Yeah, maybe you just suffer from depression.
Shit happens, and you get depressed about it, you know.
Well, hey, sorry to hear you're going through that.
But I'm all right. I'm here.
Yeah, you look good to me.
I think me and Gary, agreed to a truce. I think I call Will too. I call John Hine because John Hine got hit with some residual shit.
Really? He hit everybody.
He only got splashed though.
No, I just said I fucked on the wrap-up show, and I don't think John likes that.
Yeah, you said you don't like the wrap-up show. You said it's a bad broadcast.
Clearly, I love it. I'm always listening to it.
Would it be fair to say your professional life is annoying and your personal life is a 2?
It's all annoying.
Annoying. Everything's annoying.
It's
right.
Annoying.
I forgot about that. Yeah, my personal life is a 1, I think.
Let's see. Yeah, well, there's a ton of email about this.
I'm sure.
Some attacking Artie, some attacking Gary, some attacking me for not sticking up for Gary, calling me a pussy because you let Artie walk all over Gary.
Oh.
Listen, these two guys had an argument. I told you where I stood on it. Gary has a problem with Artie. I don't. And even Artie said on the wrap-up show, if Howard has a problem, he'll come to me. But I don't. Artie said, Howard thinks it's funny when I fall asleep.
Gary and Artie, how did the falling asleep come into it?
Everything got dragged.
Oh, wow.
I mean, Gary said to me...
This guy says, Howard, you pussy, you let Artie walk all over Gary while you sat there like a pussy. Tell it like it is. Don't you agree Artie is a liar? I agree that we all lie.
But when two staff members argue, Howard always lets it go. I mean, it's funny.
If I interrupted that, I would have gotten such shitty email like, why can't you let anybody argue?
Right.
Yeah,
why do you have to make it about you?
You're always going to get shit.
Do any right.
What did you say that, I mean, listen, Artie and I definitely have issues with each other, but Artie's the one who brought it up the other day. In other words, I wasn't looking to pick a fight with Artie.
Right.
He was mad at something I said.
Well, no, you were on the wrap-up show and you had said that Artie is a liar and that it really bothers you and you don't trust Artie about anything anymore. So Artie confronted you about it. He said he was sick of it and he didn't like what you were saying about him on the wrap-up show. And that's what started it, and I listened. But when I listen, people get mad at me, and sometimes when I jump in, people get mad at me. I can't win.
Right. No, you did the right thing the other day. I didn't expect you. That's the way the show runs.
I mean, I know you get upset when Artie misses some work. I don't.
Right,
because, quite frankly, I feel that it's within the parameters that I can accept. Now, I assure you that when things are unacceptable to me, Artie will know it.
Right.
But
that's what I'm saying.
That was a point I didn't get to make to Artie the other day. Is that we're both right in the sense that you don't care and it bothers me, and that can be just because it bothers me doesn't mean I can do anything about it. It's just the way I feel.
Right. You feel that he should be a little more professional.
Right, but you accept it, and I get that. We both came to the agreement.
He is being professional in that when he can't work, he doesn't come.
Right.
Well, and again, I'm not staying at home to put on a little hat and have my friends over to have a party.
He really can't work those days.
Those days I can't work are horrifying to me. I sit there scared, like everyone's going to call, well, Jay, I'm like, oh my God, and I'm sitting there shivering.
So, Gary, is everything okay with you and Artie now?
Yeah, I think so. He called me probably like an hour after the wrap-up show, and he apologized, and I apologized, and listen, there's some pretty crappy things said on both sides that I think it'll be hard for both of us to forget, but I think we sort of got it together.
Now, has your opinion changed of Artie? Like you said, you can't really trust him anymore.
No, I don't. Listen, I still think that I have to question some of the things he said, but he was right. I mean, he hit me with my exact words. I said everything Artie says is a lie, which is not what I meant, but what I did mean to say is that almost a lot of what he says I have to question, and that I stand behind.
Dude, so is every... You're right, man?
What now? What?
No, I just want to make sure. Is everything cool with you and Gary?
Oh, yeah. Me and Gary are tight, man.
You guys are tight?
Tight, yeah.
Can you believe everything you say now?
No, I wouldn't believe anything I say.
So maybe you guys aren't tight.
No, I think, unfortunately, Gary and I, our friendship boat has sailed away. It's left the dock.
So that was just a bullshit call?
Now the only person I have left to alienate on the crew is Brian Phelan and Scott DePace, actually. They're my only two friends right now.
You could never.
And they say I could never. I'll think of a way. I said this earlier on when I had this job. I will leave here. I will get everyone to hate me. This is what I do. I'm very good at this. And then they don't call me again, which is my goal. Although I've made Ted hate me years ago, and he still calls me. I don't know. So I don't know. I got to do something really bad to everyone here to get them to stop fucking calling me. Including you, whoever you are behind the camera. Who's that, Danny? Chris?
Chris.
It's Chris. That's nice. Don't come back.
The plane crash that landed in the Hudson River, and also about my music and what's coming up soon.
Now, did you ever think that because of this plane crash you'd be on the Howard Stern show?
No, not at all.
Are you excited?
I am. I'm really excited. It's going to be a great, it's a great opportunity, and we've heard about Howard Stern, so this is very cool for me.
You nervous at all?
No, not at all.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Have fun in there.
I will.
A woman named Emma Sofina is here. Emma was a woman who just happened to be on board flight 1549. That's Sully's. Wow, you are cute, baby. I saw you in the newspaper, and you're quite the looker, huh?
Thank you.
You probably don't have any problem getting men, I'll tell you that. Am I correct?
I don't really have much time anymore for them.
Really? What are you, British?
No, Australian.
Australian?
Yeah.
I like that.
Thank you.
I like that Crocodile Dundee. You know, I've seen that movie.
It was one of your favorite films, right?
The first one and the second one,
you
not
like
the third.
Second one too.
I love the second one.
Yeah.
With that black guy, and he has two different personalities: one for the street and one when he's just being a regular guy. Do you remember
I don't
that?
know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about Crocodile Dundee too. Emma, you just went through something pretty heavy.
I
did.
You
where were you going that day? You were what was going on in your life?
Well, would you believe I'm on vacation?
Are you kidding?
I am. I'm on vacation, and some
vacation from what? What do you do?
Well, I sing back home in Perth. That's what I do for a living. And
right, you're a professional singer.
Yes.
You make your living singing.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you come here to get away from the crowds and the craziness.
Are you very famous in Australia?
No. In Perth, I do like corporate functions for like the mayor and stuff like that.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So you can really sing. In other words, you know what you're doing.
I sing live.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a live singer.
So there you are. You were here for vacation. Were you on your way back to Australia?
No. New York was my first stop.
I see.
And then I was making my way over to LA to fly out of LA. So I was actually heading to Charlotte, making my way across the country, heading to Charlotte to visit some Australian friends.
And when you come to New York, who do you stay with?
I was here by myself.
By yourself?
Yeah.
And no boyfriend?
No.
And what do you do
kidding.
with yourself when you're here alone?
When I was here, I just did
we don't mean
tourist
sexually.
things.
We mean, what do you do? No. What you do in the privacy of your bedroom is your business, not ours.
Exactly.
Right.
It is my business.
Absolutely it is. I agree with you. No, what do you do? You come here, you go around, you see the sights?
You hit the clubs and...
Yeah, no. I was actually just taking a break. I had a pretty full-on end of year last year, so this was like I just needed downtime, and I was actually doing songwriting. I wrote a song 2 days before the crash happened, so I was here to do songwriting.
All right, so you're here, you're kind of working, you're doing your thing and all this, and no man in your life. The way you look.
You can't get over that.
When's the last time you had a boyfriend?
Oh, I tried to have a boyfriend just before I left, but because I was so busy, I didn't have time for him. And because I was coming over here, it wasn't working out, so we just didn't go there.
When you get to New York, are guys hitting on you constantly?
No.
Really?
No.
Don't you think you're attractive? Every guy here said you're really super attractive.
Oh, well, thank you, everybody.
She probably doesn't even know when guys are hitting on her.
No,
It happens so often.
Yeah, I kind of check out.
When you go to these clubs, do you go to some clubs here in New York? Did you hang out and have a little fun?
Yeah, I have. I've
Did you
had
go to
a
any
little
bars?
bit of fun. A little bit, not by myself when I was here. I mean, when you're by yourself, you don't really do that.
You didn't go out anywhere?
No, I checked out music. I'm a music girl.
So you went to a music
more...
club? Where did you go to check out music?
I went to Village Vanguard.
When you go to the Village Vanguard and you're sitting there and you're looking hot like this, no guy
Nobody
comes up to you?
Anything.
No, I
what
was
is everybody
with a bunch
gay?
No.
What is going on here?
I was sitting with a bunch of Japanese men. It was hilarious. Great conversation.
Those Japanese know what to move in on. They wanted you? Did they try to come on to you at all?
No, not at all. We were all there for the music. We were.
Are you into women at all, or are you strictly into guys?
No, strictly Amen.
Never tried it with a girl? Never kissed a girl and liked
absolutely not into that.
Not into it at all?
No.
Never fantasized about a woman?
Absolutely not. Not my cup of tea.
All right, I'm just trying to get to know the woman on the plane. That's what I'm saying.
It's good to know.
All right, so you decide to go to L.A.
Yeah.
And here you are, lonely, depressed. You haven't had sex in a long time. You've only been by yourself.
Uh-huh.
When's the last time you had a serious boyfriend?
Probably about 3 years ago, I'd say. But
3 years ago?
Yeah.
Was that the last time you had sex? Or you've had casual sex until then?
No, anyway, we're not going to talk about that. Yeah, very private.
All right,
that's me.
Okay. All right. We're here to hear the plane story anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, and to hear about your music. Now, all right. So there you are on the plane that day. You think, are you a person who is afraid to fly?
No, I don't like heights though.
Right.
Went up to the Empire State Building and did the old snap, been there, done that, get off. I've got to get back to ground.
All right. So when you get in the plane, you're not the most comfortable flyer, but you felt reasonably safe.
Yeah, I've done a lot of flying. So.
All right. So the plane takes off. Mm-hmm. And not
normal
more than
takeoff?
Completely normal. You know, like I'm sitting there going, right, I'm going to pull my laptop out. I got, all the things you normally do. You don't pay attention to the flight attendants doing the emergency spiel.
Right.
You just don't kind of, you check out. You do. So you're in flight mode.
Right. So there you are. You're sitting there. And how soon in? It's got to be quick.
Yeah.
What happens? Like what goes wrong?
Well, I described it as like it was a very startling pop.
Pop.
Yeah, it was like a pop, but that doesn't even describe what it was because it happened on both sides, and then straight away you smelt smoke. So of course you're like, okay, that's not a good thing when you're in the air to be smelling smoke.
Do people start to panic? Do they scream? Do they?
No, honestly, the whole place was calm. A lot of people were praying. A few people hyperventilating.
Well,
lots of questions. Lots of questions.
Descend right away? You drop?
No, it was like someone bumped into you almost, but quite a hard bump, and then it was a very gradual, kind of you were dropping. And the other thing is, it was like we were dropping, and you could hear the engines dying. So it was like the smell of something burning.
But back up a second. You hear this pop. It's on takeoff, right? So that's probably
no. It's about 90 seconds into the flight.
All right,
takeoff.
so you're up.
Yeah.
So the pop must have been when these birds got caught in the engine.
Yeah, we didn't know that at the time.
Right, and then. I guess you smell smoke. Do you smell like cooked bird? Do you smell any kind of weird? Are the feathers blowing into the thing?
I couldn't see.
No.
Yeah.
So does Captain Sully then? I mean, you didn't know him then, but did he get on the speaker at that point and go, "Listen, we just had some geisha"? And what is he? How do you know something's gone wrong?
You could smell it, hear it, and you felt it. But no, Sully didn't say anything but brace for impact.
Oh, so he says...
And he didn't say that till 15 seconds before we hit the water.
Okay, so now you hear this. Do the stewardesses start to panic or talk a little bit to you?
I was in the middle of the plane, so the stewardess were at the front and at the back.
Okay.
And they're still in their seats because you're still on takeoff.
Well, I actually found out the back one, she actually got out of her seat, which is crazy. Because,
right.
Yeah.
Because that's dangerous.
Very dangerous.
So I would imagine now people are starting to realize they're going down.
Oh, yeah, no, straight away you felt it.
You felt it. So you knew the plane was going down. There was no second guessing it.
No,
it wasn't like, oh, maybe this is just turbulence or something like that.
No, you knew that we could be finished right now.
And still no handsome guys come up to you and say, listen, we're about to go down. You're a very attractive woman. Let's get this going right now.
You know what's hilarious? The whole thing happened in 5 minutes. So I don't know. It would be amazing if that ever happened like that.
Someone told me Sully got on the speaker in the plane and went, send the cute Australian girl up to the right now to the cockpit, please.
This is really
so
a cockpit.
Untrue.
This is really looking a little dire, and I need to relax.
No,
nothing like that.
He was so focused on getting that plane down.
Right. So now you start to think the plane's going down, and are you a religious girl?
Yeah.
You are a Catholic girl?
No, I'm a Christian girl.
You're a Christian girl.
Yeah.
And
but did you start to pray? Is that what?
Yeah. Like I was praying, but then I was also kind of asking the guy next to me questions, and hey, do you know what happened? Like he knows.
Right.
So,
but all right, it calms you down.
What was I thinking?
Right.
But you're turning to someone. You're reaching out to someone.
Yeah.
So you start to pray. What goes through your mind? Are you sorry that you haven't had more sex? Are you sorry that you haven't?
What are your regrets? Does your life pass before your eyes? And you go, I'm sorry I ever did that.
Yeah. Did you apologize? Did you say, God, if you get me out of this, I'm sorry for this, and I'll never do that again? Did you
Or I promise I'll be whoever, whatever.
Tell me what happens, because you think your life is ending, don't you?
Yeah. I thought that was it. I thought I'm going to heaven now.
No crime.
No crying. I was calm. I was surprisingly calm. Normally, I'm the hyperventilating type.
Yeah.
So, no, I was calm. A lot of people were like, that was what I couldn't get over, how peace, and calm and quiet it was on the plane.
People weren't screaming or crying?
No, not at all.
Good thing you weren't on that plane.
Oh, my, I'd be like, help me.
No. Yeah,
Oh, my God.
everybody was quiet. I seriously thought I was going to heaven. And
Did anybody make a...
There I am on the plane.
Howard on the plane.
That's right.
Did anybody make a phone call? Did anybody...
Yeah, there was a few people making phone calls because we weren't so high up that there wasn't any kind of signal.
Right.
So, I have an Australian number, so I can't call anybody. And the other thing is the only person I knew in New York was somebody I'd spoken to a couple of times on the phone, and he was a songwriter producer, and I'd spoken to him a couple of times on the phone, and but hadn't met anybody. So I didn't know anyone in New York. But you know what? I kind of felt like if this is my time to go, I've accomplished everything I'm supposed to have accomplished.
Wow, that's an amazing attitude. You really are religious.
Yeah.
That's like a religious person's attitude. I mean, that really
It's
is.
like when it's your time to go, you can't control it. You can't do anything about it. But this is a bonus. Everything that's happening now is life's bonus.
But aren't you afraid, like, oh my God, it's going to be a painful death, or I'm going to freeze to death?
Oh,
or,
yeah.
I mean, that's the part that freaks everybody out. Not that, okay, once you're dead, who cares?
Yeah.
It's how you're going to die, and will it hurt?
You know what?
You didn't think about that?
No, I would. That's one of my things. I'm like, I would never ever want to be drowning.
Me
that
too.
would be the worst, or be
burning,
freezing,
fire,
burning,
anything,
feeling the pain.
Right.
That would be the worst.
Yeah, I always
So I
wondered.
did think about that.
So you did, and you didn't know you were going down over water. You didn't know what Sully's plan was.
No. This is hilarious. I'm Australian, no orientation. I've joked that I actually didn't even know there was a Hudson River, let alone a river.
Right. I live in New York, and I don't know there's a Hudson River. So when Sully says prepare for impact, it's about 15 seconds.
Yeah.
And boom, you're in the water.
Yeah.
Do you see water coming into the plane?
Well, yeah. What happened? I thought we'd hit a building. It was that I was having a 9/11 moment. Oh my goodness, we've hit a building. We've missed the tarmac, and we've hit a building.
Right.
And so when the doors were open straight away, I was on the wing, and I got out on the wing. When the doors opened straight away, someone actually yelled out, "We're in the water!" I'm like, oh, there's water? Okay, let's move. Go.
Wow. How do you prepare for impact?
Because, wait a minute, did they give those instructions again?
No.
They didn't have time to
I know
do that.
there were a few people, like the flight attendants at the front were, yeah, but...
Oxygen masks come down?
No, because we weren't high enough for the oxygen mask to come out.
And how do you prepare? Do you put your head between your legs? What do you do to prepare for impact?
Yeah, in coach class in the US, your seats are a lot closer than what they are in Australia.
Right.
So I'm quite a tiny person. I'm only 5 foot. So in Australia, I actually can't reach the chair in front of me.
Right.
But in America, I can. So I grabbed the back of the chair. But I did have enough time to try and work out the best position of my body so I didn't hurt myself.
Right.
So,
And so when you get out, now you're on the wing of the plane.
Yeah.
Are you one of the first people out of the plane?
Yeah, I was sitting on the right, I exited on the left, and
The people in the exit rows, did they really work the doors?
You know what? Our door was the first door open, on the left-hand side. I've seen the footage, and I'm like, man, he must have already been out of his seat before we hit the ground.
You mean this guy, whoever was sitting in that, he knew how to open the door, and he opened it and he got out.
Yeah, I never put myself on the emergency because I just, I don't think I could handle that pressure.
Did you feel the impact when it hit?
Oh, yeah.
Was it heavy?
Yeah, it was, as I said, it felt like we'd hit a building. I seriously was having a moment like, oh, I hope this isn't what it felt like for the 9/11 people. It was horrible.
What do you feel like when you see this guy Sully now, who's such a capable pilot, and he was able to? I mean, most pilots would just screw it up.
Oh yeah.
Is he like your hero now? I mean, are you gonna have a picture hanging of him in your house, or how far are you gonna take it?
Not quite that far.
Right.
No, you know what? I met him on Larry King last night, which was great, and
meeting Larry wasn't great, but Sully must have been.
No, he's great. Larry was cool.
I bet you Larry liked you, didn't he? Did Larry flirt with you? Be honest.
No. I think he was very focused on what he was doing.
I don't think so.
You'd like to be wife number 9.
Larry didn't propose to you at all?
No, not at all.
My dear, I'm presently married, but I think
that could be,
I caught her
rearranged.
with a fitness instructor.
I'm surprised he didn't come on to you at all.
No. I think it was very serious, and Sully is a very, very serious, calm man.
Yeah, very inspiring, right?
Very inspiring.
It's nice when you see somebody competent.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, I think, definitely. If it was me doing it, I would have screwed it up.
So
I'm
now,
really impressed that people can open those doors, because whenever I get on the plane and they start talking about, you're in the exit row, can you handle it? I'm like, no, get me out of here.
Yeah, I am too. I'm like, but you know what? I have to admit, you know what's a real bugger to get out? These the life jackets.
Yes.
They are an absolute. I tried 2 chairs. They are stuck in there. They
so when
should have been super glued.
when you land, you said, "Oh, well, there's water." They said, "Grab your life jacket."
Well, yeah, it was a total afterthought, and that was something like no one grabbed their life jacket. It was like I was already in the aisle moving, and someone said life jacket. I went, "Oh, that's an idea."
But it's not easy to get it on.
No. I tried 2 of them, and then the back part of mine didn't inflate, only the front part.
You could have drowned trying to get on the stupid jacket.
Yeah, exactly.
Lost it looking for a life jacket.
Am I wrong about this? But was there one passenger who panicked and swam and died?
Somebody jumped in the water. Nobody died.
No, she didn't die.
But she tried to swim to shore.
Yeah, she tried
or something.
to swim. Yeah.
But she didn't die? I thought she did.
No one died. Everyone survived.
That was the whole thing. Everybody lived.
And what
Isn't
do you
that
do?
amazing?
And what about your overhead luggage? Do you able to?
Did you get that back?
See, okay, I was calm. My panic was sitting in the raft going, oh my gosh, I'm Australian with no identity.
Right.
That was and I actually turned to the girls and went, do you think it'd be okay if I just ducked back in and grabbed my passport? She's looking at me like, are you nuts?
I bet you had a lot of cute lingerie and things in there. Who knows what was in there?
Yeah.
Could have been anything.
Some of your favorite outfits.
I did. I was like, when you went back through, I'm like, man, I lost that.
So what happened? You wrote a song about your experience.
Yeah.
The music was already written, right? This was a song. The music is something you already had.
Yeah. The idea was thrown to me through Mark, which was the guy that I'd already spoken to when I was here in New York.
Right.
We were already going to be working together. This has just expedited the whole thing a whole lot quicker.
Is the plane crash maybe a blessing in disguise? Because didn't you get a record deal out of this, right?
I did. It's totally a blessing in disguise. You know, I remember getting on that plane. I was like, okay, I probably won't be back here for another couple of years, and I'll prepare myself, get some more songwriting done, and and so I was planning on coming back here in another couple of years.
Right.
And this is just like, well, I was back here in like 4 days.
Yeah, I was going to say, what are you still doing here?
I did go to Charlotte. It was just 4 days later I came back. So, yeah.
You know, you probably always prayed as a religious girl for a record deal. You probably caused the plane flight by praying for a record deal.
Because this was the only way to get it. Let go down in a
things
plane.
happen in strange ways.
All right, so the song is it about Sully? Is it about how he handled the plane? What is the song about, really?
Yeah, well, it's Send Another Prayer. You know, I mean, there was heaps of people praying on the plane.
Yeah.
So I guess that's one of the things. I was like, you know,
were they
they're
praying out loud?
Yeah, crying, tears, praying for their family.
Right.
One of the guys, his son was at the front of the plane and he was at the back, and they actually got split up. And he was still praying even when we got off the plane and was at the restaurant, because he had, at that stage we didn't know that everyone had survived.
Right.
So it was really distressing. It really was.
In the prayers, did my name ever come up, Howard? Some people were like, "Oh my God."
Anybody pray
you know
for
what?
Howard?
First name I thought of.
Right.
It was yours.
All right, let me hear a
Definitely.
little of your song here.
Sure.
And I should say your name is Emma Sofina.
Yeah.
And what is the name of the song?
It's called Send Another Prayer.
All right, Send Another Prayer. Here we go. Let me play a little bit of this and see what.
Yeah, give me a chance to get in and get it done. So.
Do people think you're capitalizing on the?
Yeah, they do. I mean, I don't know anybody that wouldn't, for starters. But the bottom line is,
right.
And so that's what I say to that. But
you're fine with it. Yes.
Also, here's an amazing, hopeful story, and I wanted to write a hopeful song because who survives a plane crash?
It's true.
Not many people.
No.
So, yeah.
Has it changed your life? Did you have one of those, oh my God, I have to go out and save the world kind of, I must be here for a reason?
Yeah, remember the girl in the tsunami, the model?
Yes.
She felt like she had to go out and save the world and everything.
Yeah, no.
And I think she's over that now.
I think she's just partying at this point.
She seems to just show up at every opening and all that stuff.
Really?
And date rock stars.
Really?
So you didn't have any kind of cataclysmic kind of moment where you go, man, this is it. I have an epiphany. I got to go to India and save people.
I must be here for something.
No. Like, I know I'm here for something, but I knew I was here for something before. So, I'm still the same person. I'm still me. I'm still an Aussie Sheila. And, I love it.
I love it too, believe me. Nothing wrong with you. Any Playboy offers for you?
No, I'm not interested in Playboy.
You would never be nude?
No, absolutely not.
You've never appeared in sexy lingerie as a singer or anything like that? No?
That's not really my cup of tea.
I think you should.
Just wait until nobody's interested in your music. You'll be.
Oh, my God. Is Ralph on the line?
What do you want to say, Ralph? Come on.
I want to say that I'm upset with Robin from yesterday that she's given this captain shit for not being a hero.
She didn't give him shit.
God.
She said...
I never said anything bad about Sully.
What we said let me tell this to Emma.
Okay.
That Captain Sully was doing his job, and whenever someone does a job competently, we carry on that, oh my God, we start throwing parades for them. And the fact of the matter is, listen, he did a great job. He did a great thing.
Absolutely.
Amazing job. Nobody ever did what he did. Nobody.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
It is not true.
Nobody ever landed a plane in the fucking water.
It must have happened before because he wouldn't have thought of it without that.
No large airliner has ever done that.
Nobody said a large airliner, but planes have landed on water.
But no large airliner with a commuter jet has not done that.
It's not the point, Fred. First of all, he was saving his own life. A hero risks his life for others.
No, it's not. He also took the best course of action. He could have taken that thing back to LaGuardia.
Risked his life when he doesn't have to.
He could have taken that thing back to LaGuardia, but he didn't panic. He landed in the water.
Somebody jumping into the icy cold water.
Emma, you would know better than anyone. Is Sully a hero?
You know what? I heard about another plane crash that happened where a pilot tried to do the same thing, and he actually hit it on the wing and didn't hit it flat, and the whole plane was not intact. The fact that he did this and the plane was in fact intact, that's
means
why
he's a good pilot.
Listen.
They're all good pilots.
Does that make him a hero, or does it just make him a good pilot?
I think he's an exceptional pilot.
Well, that doesn't make him a hero. I can show you exceptional people in a number of fields.
Do you agree with Robin that Sully should go to jail?
No.
How dare he
for
land on the
crimes
Hudson
against humanity
without a license?
He said himself, he was like, my entire career has prepared me for this moment.
Absolutely.
And they're his words. And you know what? He does not see himself as a hero.
And
he sees himself as a very, very
with him.
competent and exceptional.
What is it, Ralph?
Howard, can I just say something?
By the way, I'm a hero. I saved the guy from going off a bridge. But go ahead, yes.
This guy is a total hero, and if the story was that the plane crashed and everybody died, we'd be hearing about it nonstop for fucking weeks and months. Everybody loves to be miserable. You have a great story. It's an amazing story.
Yeah.
It is
Who's saying we shouldn't tell the story?
Oh, Robin, shut up.
Oh, my
really
God, you're
pissing me
so
off.
irate about nothing.
You sound stupid, but you're not stupid.
Oh, I sound stupid
now.
now.
This guy is a hero. He's amazing. That
Okay,
landed
Ralph.
this plane is amazing. Nobody ever did it.
You know
So
what?
I disagree with you. That makes me stupid.
For me personally, he is a hero for
Yes,
me.
Emma.
For me personally,
Well, he
he's a
saved
hero
your
for me.
life.
Exactly. So he did. And for
And
me,
he's a hero to me because he saved your life. I'll be honest with you.
He had no choice in the matter. He was on the plane, too.
Emma Sofina's single, Send Another Prayer, is available at Amazon.com. So you can go on
and
there.
iTunes, yes.
And iTunes,
yeah.
all right. And now you are a recording artist with what label?
With Decca Records, which is a part of Universal.
Sure, very good.
Yeah.
Congratulations
Thank you
on
very
that.
much.
You got a nice voice.
Thank you, Howard.
Emma Sofina, everyone. She survived. She's here. And believe me,
quite welcome.
Thank God she survived.
I think it's wonderful that all 150 people survived.
No, I'm saying it's
Amazing.
thank God she survived. Yeah, take a look.
Forget the others.
A very charming girl. Please.
Thank you.
I think you didn't even get wet.
Yeah, I was wet from the waist down.
Is that right?
Yeah, because I had to go from the wing to the raft, so I had
What were
to
you
kind of
wearing?
throw my body across.
What were you wearing on the plane?
I was wearing black jeans. I was wearing black and a red coat.
When your pants got wet, were they see-through? Did the material?
They were jeans.
They were jeans,
Yeah.
so they do not become see-through.
No.
At any time, did you think maybe the pants should come off because they're so soaking wet and they can
cold
hold
and
me
they're
down?
wet.
You know what? Okay, here, yeah.
Go ahead.
Everybody had to strip off because obviously you get hyperventilated, like you get very sick.
Yes.
So when we got to the restaurant, we were all dressed as chefs. Because it was like chef uniform.
No, but
so
when
all of us had chef
They
uniforms.
took you to a restaurant?
Yeah.
And you had to take your pants off.
Nice.
When you took your pants off, were you wearing underwear underneath?
Of course I was.
A G-string?
It's none of your business.
No, why not, though? This part of the story. No, this is not a sexual question. It's part of the story.
Thong?
Do you wear a thong or do you wear big grandma pants?
That's none of your business, boys.
But you could answer
That's
that.
none of your business.
I don't think that's really outrageous for a recording artist to answer what kind of...
And you know what? I'm a private girl.
When you undress in the restaurant, do the other passengers see you undressing?
We didn't care. At that, you lose all
You're
discretion.
Kidding. So
Everybody
all the guys saw you nude?
No. I had my coat on. I do things very discreetly. I'm a lady.
Too bad. Well, I guess we'll never learn what kind of panties you should wear to survive a plane crash. I'll tell you
it's
what.
It's all about the panties. If
Robin,
you were wearing anything else,
I'm wet from the waist down right now.
You are?
I am.
Oh, my goodness.
But no, seriously, that's something to go through. And I'm sure it was really traumatic. Do you have nightmares?
Amazing.
I did, afterwards,
I bet. What are the nightmares? Like, you picture the plane and...
No, a lot of falling, like, nightmares.
Really?
Because I don't like heights, so that whole fear of falling, and I didn't sleep for the first few nights.
Too bad there's nobody to sue in this case. They say you can't even sue, like, because geese are like a natural disaster.
Yeah.
Have you checked with the lawyers or someone we can get some money out of?
I have. I've been doing all that.
Any chance of getting a couple of bucks out of this?
We'll see what happens.
Oh,
we'll
really?
Are
they saying there might be someone to sue?
Yeah, no, not so much sue. I think that they're going to give us some sort of compensation of some sort.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, they do say sometimes that crash survivors do have a lot of difficulty after surviving.
Yeah, I as I said, I didn't sleep real well. I also had, because of the jolt of everything, I had lower back pain, like afterwards, which was not pleasant.
I like that.
Smart.
Post-traumatic stress you have also, I see it in your eyes.
Why didn't you demand a wheelchair, for God's sake?
You should wear it. Where is your sling and neck brace? I'm not an attorney, but I'd be on crutches.
You'd still be on the board.
Yeah, give me money. All right, listen. You've done it all. You've said it all.
I have.
Congratulations.
That's amazing.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Robin.
You're very lovely. And when you want to tell us what kind of underwear you were wearing,
come back.
Come back in. Were you braless that day on the plane?
No, I'm a lady.
So what? What, ladies? You're saying women who don't wear bras are not ladies?
No. I'm a lady. I'm a very respectable lady, and I get that from the English side of my life. So.
Are you let me guess, C cup? Right?
You can't even see. How are you guessing?
She's bundled up like she's an Eskimo. What are you, B? B or C?
It's none of your business.
Because you're not a real tall girl.
You are cheeky. Seriously. You are one cheeky boy.
I've got two cheeks. You should see him. What?
He's being extra nice to you.
I appreciate it.
Gentleman.
Thank you. Well, thank you. I like that.
All right.
I like gentlemen.
Let me tell you, I could have asked you if you shave. I could have asked you a whole bunch of other questions, and I didn't. So just remember that.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Howard.
Very lovely woman. Emma Sofina, her single Send Another Prayer is available at Amazon.com, and I wish you a lot of luck with it.
Thank you.
Hi. Emma.
Hello.
So you come on to talk about your music and the flight that landed in the Hudson, and all Howard wants to talk about is what kind of underwear you're wearing and
cheeky
your
bugger.
sex life.
He's a cheeky bugger, seriously.
How was that?
You know what? It was great fun. They're fantastic. Robin and Howard are great. So thank you very much.
Now, you were saying that you thought Sully is a hero.
Yeah,
but
for me personally.
Robin doesn't really agree with that. How do you feel about that?
I'm okay with that. I mean, he hasn't saved her life, so I'm fine with that. But he's a hero for me, and I think we need heroes in this earth. There's not enough of them, not enough people that have done amazing things.
So what's next for you?
What's next? Well, an EP. I got to go in and finish that. I'm going into the studio in the next couple of days to finish that off, and then a record, and then a record very, very soon.
Great. Well, good luck with that.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thanks. Robin, you really got under Ralph's skin.
Ralph is so silly. I wasn't even the first person to propose that he wasn't a hero, but I understand the argument.
So, but why would he get so mad? I mean...
I think that a lot of people, when they don't have enough ammunition to sustain a debate, they just start calling names and they get angry because, they want you to see their point before they run out of words.
So even though you don't think he's a hero and he was just doing his job, he's definitely like an exceptional pilot, though, right?
I'm sure he may be heroic in other places in his life because he's certainly calm, cool, and collected, but pilots, oftentimes, I don't know what his training is, but we have pilots who train in the military and do incredible feats every day. And this guy set a plane down in the water, and he didn't tip the wings.
She's upset about the geese. She has these signs up, geese killer, and...
You don't like geese?
No, she's upset about the geese. She's a vegetarian.
That's right. That plane chewed up those geese.
The Howard Stern Show is on vacation. But don't worry, we'll return next week with all new serious shows. So for now, enjoy this new episode.
23, 144 Sirius XM and Mad Dog Radio, 24 hours a day sports talk. Thank you very much, Howard Stern. Second time in 6 months an appearance. Have some fun, promote the channel. We just began full-fledged. And have some laughs with the king. So we're looking forward to it here when he pop in here. Let's see if I can respond, make him laugh. We got 30 minutes. Let's see how I do.
Is Mad Dog Russo here yet?
Is he late?
He's in the can.
He's doing a release right now.
He's in the can. Okay. Mad Dog Russo.
He comes here to use the bathroom?
Yeah, we've got a nice private area. Probably where he is in Sirius. That's probably, they probably to sell off the toilet to pay off for the bankruptcy.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe we should have coin-operated toilets. Let's start giving back.
There
Hello.
he is. All right.
He doesn't look all that worried.
Yeah, I was wondering if you're worried that... Hey, Chris. Mad Dog Radio is now 24 hours a day.
Thanks for having me back.
Oh, great to have you.
How you doing?
Good to see you.
Hello, Robin.
Hi there.
Betty,
Good to see you, man.
where is my man Artie?
What do you think?
Hey, I read this Rolling Stone piece.
Right.
I'll get it out of the way right off the bat.
Right.
Go ahead.
Artie, get your shit together, will you please?
Right.
You're not John Belushi. You got a lot of talent. Come in. Howard's giving you a chance. Why is he a messed up guy?
He's got a real problem. Listen.
I have to stop him for 1 second. Whatever the microphone is, it doesn't have one of those little gloves.
Yeah, it does have my little glove on it.
Oh, it does?
It does not.
Oh.
And we're hearing a lot of...
Really? I think he sounds good.
You think?
Yeah.
I'm hearing a lot of breathing that you wouldn't ordinarily hear.
I like hearing the breathing.
You do?
I like to know he's alive. I don't have to have him tested.
A lot has occurred since I last made the appearance.
Well, first of all, let me hear your thoughts on Artie, because you brought him up. So you read the Rolling Stone article.
Has Artie done your show? I think Artie's been on, right?
I have not had him on yet.
Oh,
no.
you haven't? Okay.
Well, you read the Rolling Stone article.
Yeah.
It was a negative piece, in your opinion?
I mean, yeah, I would have to say it's a negative piece. If you did not know him at all and you read that for the first time, you'd say, hey, come on now. Life's not this difficult.
Right. Is it your opinion that he should go get help, he should get on an antidepressant, and perhaps go to rehab and clean up his act? He's too old for this nonsense, right?
I would think he's got a gold... In this world where you can't sell a pencil...
Right.
In this economy, which is a disaster, you can't treat money and your success this frivolously.
Right.
I mean, come on, Artie, care. You can't have women all over you and drinking constantly and doing all these drugs.
Yeah, right.
I mean, Howard's giving you a chance every day for 4 hours or 5 hours. Come in and have fun.
If you're a wise guy, I mean, you're a smart man.
I was wondering if you ever encountered this with a coworker or any.
No.
You've never had
I have not.
issues like this.
What
Lucky
would you do? What would you do if you were in my situation? What would you say to Artie to inspire him to get his shit together?
Well, I'm assuming that you've had this discussion with him over the years,
yes,
and you've tried every approach.
Yes.
Big brother, fatherly, tough guy. Right. I am sure you've tried every approach.
Yes.
And nothing has worked as of right now.
Nothing
has worked.
Yeah.
So has there been periods where he has been for a month at a time in pretty good shape?
I can't tell. I don't know anymore. I used to think he was fine, but then I read his book and read the articles, and it turns out he fools me.
Were you surprised how bad that article was in the Rolling Stone?
No, because really that is like Artie's book. It really is that dark and dire, and he has this life. I thought the reporter actually captured a lot of the sadness that is Artie's life.
Well, the thing that's sad about it, though, is that Artie doesn't have the ability to cover it up anymore.
Right.
You know, that even a reporter, like you'd think you'd want to dress yourself up for a Rolling Stone article, and he can't.
I mean, he's got the cigarettes, he's got the big gut hanging out, he's got the pizza boxes. I mean, Artie!
He's too old.
And this is ridiculous.
Time to grow up. You're not John Belushi.
Yeah, that would be my first take. I mean, it's almost like he thinks he's John Belushi and he's going to lead this path like Belushi.
Do you know that Artie has a picture of John Belushi over his bed, that this is his hero?
Was that in that story? I think it may have been, wasn't it?
But that is the truth. I'm telling you something you don't know.
He's
he's got a lot going on.
Of course.
He's got talent. Don't waste it.
Have you ever done drugs yourself?
We discussed this last time.
So you know that you have fallen...
Not that kind of drugs now. Don't get me to the level that he's at.
What did you do? Some weed?
I mean, come on. I'm a college kid. We've gone through this. Right. So you hand me a joint in that situation.
We found out you masturbate. We found out a lot of things about you. We found out a lot about you.
And what a life this man has led here in the last 5 months.
Oh,
he got married and he had... I mean, nobody knew, Howard. Nobody knew.
Nobody knew what?
Well, yeah, I saw the big stories. Your wife with the running in November and the front page of the and then I Westminster Dogs. I mean, got everything going on here.
She's everywhere.
No, she works a lot. She does a lot.
And no more musing on retirement, please.
Well, wait a second.
You're here for a long period of time. What are you going to do with your life if you retire?
I know exactly what I do.
You don't play golf. You don't. Come on.
I would stare at a wall and be happy.
You'll be bored stiff. You love this.
We're 2 years away from that decision. But let me tell you something.
Let's ask you about the current company situation. You seem all revved up.
Robin's into it. I heard him before.
Yeah, what's going to be...
Are you okay?
Here's all I can tell you on my end, and I heard you guys discussing this at 6 o'clock today.
Right.
I gave Mr. Karmazin a status report on January 6th.
Uh-huh.
Fill him in, what's going on, where we're going to hire here, who we're going to hire there. Sat with him for 45 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
In my contract, I have a budget.
Right.
That I am not supposed to exceed.
Right.
For the actual rest of the channel.
Right.
We went in there, we wanted to figure out if we can do a little something on the weekends to up the budget. Mel said no, but he said also this. I will live up to those terms of that contract. You have every penny that you need up to that contract to do what you have to do. Now, I don't get the idea that a company that is about to fall apart, they would take my stuff away. Leave me on by myself.
Right.
Chris, just do your show.
Right.
And we'll worry about the company 6 months from now.
Right.
Or worry about your channel. That did not occur.
Right.
Plus the fact, I'm going to spring training for 2 separate trips in spring training. In my contract, I got they had to fly me first class, which is fair.
Right.
And they got hotels, nice hotels.
You're not sharing
Mel
rooms?
signs off a problem. No Motel 6, let's put it that way. Mel signs off a problem. I don't get the impression that we're about to fall apart.
I discussed this on the air today. What people have to understand is that this company actually is a very big growth company. The problem is they have tremendous debt. Do you know to start satellite, you got to put satellites up in the sky. Those cost $500 million a piece.
Right.
Then you've got to pay for programming. We're not like Comcast that just rebroadcasts
other people's programming. Yeah.
We have to generate programming. We have to put up satellites. We have to create the hardware so that people can pick up the signals. We have a big business here. There's a tremendous debt, but there's also tremendous income. There's 20 million subscribers. It's a $2 billion a year business. It's the second largest subscription business in the United States next to Comcast. So this is a big business. The fact that this other guy, Ergen, wants to take it over and buy
You see, that's a good sign.
That's got to be a good sign.
But bankruptcy is a way to reorganize so that they are in a better bargaining position. So while I'm not painting a pretty picture, I don't like to see bankruptcy talk, but the fact of the matter is I still believe satellite will be the dominant force in radio, in audio transmission. You wait and see. This is the infancy. We're here at the birth.
There you
and
go,
let me
Howard.
tell you
Go
something.
get it, baby.
Let me tell you something. It will be successful. You'll look back on these years and go, I remember when everyone was talking bankruptcy, and now look at it.
Yeah, but I try to look at both sides. Now, Mel said something very interesting to you. He said, I will honor the contract.
He's speaking for the company.
He's speaking for the company.
Wait, he's going to pay him personally?
No. What I'm saying is, Mel's saying as long as I'm CEO, you can count on things. But I may not be CEO.
If you can't count on Mel, you're in trouble. And you also have him here.
Right.
You have Howard here.
Yes.
So if Howard is this optimistic, they're not going to let Howard go. You have to feel if you're working here.
You got to have something else here.
You have to feel this positive elements because Howard believes in it.
Chris, what if you just signed a $3 million contract for yourself personally, $3 million a year. It's very, very lucrative. What if the new owner comes in, let's say he's successful, although I don't think he will be. But you never know. And God bless whoever is.
restructures my contract.
Says he wants to open up the contract and give you less money. Will you buckle, or will you go back to terrestrial radio?
I will not go to terrestrial radio.
Go ahead. You like it here.
I will not do that.
Really?
And I hired all these guys.
Right.
Charlotte, I have a morning guy. Gary Williams does a great job. I have an overnight guy I put in San Francisco, Larry Kruger. I can't just bail out and leave these guys to hang it. A lot of these guys took this job.
Because of you.
Well, because of the idea of it, too. You know, free radio, do what I want. I mean, I'm available. I can do the kind of show I want to do. I can't bail out on them.
How is your show going now?
Very, very good.
Did you curse yet? Have you used any?
No, I have not cursed. I let the callers do it occasionally.
You do?
Yes.
If they curse, you don't hang up on them?
I do not.
You allow it?
I absolutely allow it.
It's almost funny
But I don't go in that direction.
Why
Here
is
for
that?
you. Here for you. I'll throw you a little bone occasionally. and I'll say that to Artie, and we'll talk about that last time that you made me curse.
Now,
but overall, I won't.
Okay, let's talk about something serious now. You broke up with your partner for many years,
right?
Chris,
Mike Francesco.
Mike Francesco, whatever the fuck his name is. And I will curse when I say his name. What do you think now? How has Mike done, now that we've had some time for him to be alone on terrestrial radio? What are his ratings like? I have no idea, and I want you to be honest. Don't sugarcoat it. Right. Is he doing worse without you?
You know what? It depends who you ask. I mean, their ratings from an FAN perspective seem to be the same.
No. Come on.
I'm not a rating.
Turkey with me now, and don't bullshit.
I have spoken to some other people at 1050 ESPN that said they've gotten murdered in certain parts of the tri-state area. Jersey, for instance. And if you notice, ESPN, they move their show afternoon sports talk.
Are his ratings down or are they up?
I swear I don't know that example.
You do know the answer.
I don't, Howard.
It's not true.
I swear on it, I wouldn't lie to you.
You've never said to anybody.
I would not lie to you. Would I come in here and lie to Howard? I know it doesn't do any good to lie.
The thing I'm trying to prove here is there was always a question, who needed who more?
Right.
Did Mike Francesco need you or did you need him? Now, if his ratings are down and you're making $3 million a year, sounds like you win. You're the winner and he's the loser.
But can you quantify his success other than money?
It's an intangible.
Well, we know ratings. Where are the ratings, Gary? Does anybody know?
I don't have the ratings in front of me. Plus, Howard, there's that new system. There's that new system, that PPN, that personal meter
What does the new system say?
It's every 10 minutes. He sounds like me, Howard. It's a different situation. When I used to work there, it's not a diary.
Stop it. You check it. You know.
Howard, I know you think I do.
I swear now on the life of your children you don't know what Mike's ratings are.
Have you listened to him or have you watched him?
I have not done either of those two things.
Really?
And you swear on the life of your children? I swear on life.
I have 4 of them, 10 and under.
Go ahead.
I swear I have not checked Mike's ratings.
On the life of your children?
I can't give you a better one than that. Timmy, Kira, Colin, and Patrick.
Nobody comes up to you and says, did you hear what happened?
I hear the quality of the show.
Yes.
He misses the energy, he does this, he does that, and I miss some things about Mike, too. It goes both ways.
Right.
So I've heard that. But as far as, Chris, did you see, or did you look at this, that this rating was 10% less than when you were there, or in this particular demographic?
You got it. Okay, here we go. Now you're going to find out your answer. Aren't you curious? You're curious.
Do you know the answer?
I do not. But Gary does.
Gary seems to have the info.
Does Gary have the answer?
Okay, this is Jason just found this online. Here are the latest Arbitron Cume results for November 2008. WFAN falls for 3rd consecutive month, and they talk about that they're down from a 175 200,000 to 166, so they're down a little bit.
Now, you're talking about overall rating or the
His
show?
Time
afternoon or the one?
Well, here's what it says: WFAN share, which was 2.9 in July, while Dog was still around, and which dropped to 2.7 in September without the Mets and Dog, dropped to 2.4 during November. So that's still, it seems, the station.
Yeah.
So we don't have a specific breakdown.
We're going to get there. Baba Booey's not the brightest.
He's still reading. He's coming
Give him a chance, for Christ's sake. You look at Baba Booey's an Adelphi graduate.
You know what? It doesn't have specific afternoon ratings. It's just saying that the station overall dropped.
Tell Tim Sabian that I want to know the afternoon ratings.
Tim doesn't know him. He's working on it.
Yeah, that's right. I need it right away. Pronto. Or people will be fired.
Why are you so wrapped up in that?
Oh, come on.
He loves this.
I love it. What, you don't think I know how everyone's doing who tried to replace me?
Yeah. Well, that we know. That's we just have to look at what we need to. What we got to do is look at the revenue we see with the.
So,
well, how about the other guy that we hired? What did the K-Rock? What was the David Roth? What a disaster that was.
Are you kidding? He tried his best.
And they put him on because you said as a guest.
Kidding? They're pining away for his ratings.
They'd like to have him back.
They were trying to get him back. But listen to me, and listen carefully. Let me talk about some other drama that's going on in your life.
Oh, there's drama.
Where is he getting this information from?
Hold it.
Drama.
Hold it. All right, you don't want to talk ratings?
I don't have the ratings that they doesn't even have them.
All right, we're going to get them for you. Sounds like, though, you're in good shape. It sounds like their ratings have dropped.
There's been a little bit of a decrease.
Good.
Makes you happy.
Why are you smiling?
Too.
Yeah, of course it does.
Of course.
You're jerking off right now.
I got pride. Of course
you do.
Yes.
Now, you have spoken to your former on-air partner twice since you left.
Correct.
All right.
Oh.
The first time you spoke to him was when?
November 5th at the Joe Torre Safe at Home Foundation dinner in Chelsea Pier, New York.
Okay. When you saw him, how was it between the two of you?
Perfect.
What do you mean by perfect?
Like we talked about sports, we talked about the station.
Right.
Like long-lost friends. Phenomenal.
What happened the second time when you saw him?
That was a little awkward.
Why?
Why would it become awkward?
I saw Mike 2 Mondays ago at the Super Bowl.
Did he ask to borrow money?
No, he didn't.
Because that's going to be very, very awkward.
That was an awkward situation because we were both at an event to cover. So there was a little bit more of a competition scenario to that because I'm looking for the same guests and the same kind of things that he's looking for in Tampa 2 Mondays ago. So that was an awkward situation.
You go to the Super Bowl, and there he is, your former partner who is suffering the ratings.
Well, he
sees you there, and now he's competing for guests with you.
So it's a tricky situation.
All right, so here's what I've heard, and you tell me if it's true, because I'll get right into it, because I keep tabs on you.
How do you...
Just listen.
He prepared for this, Rabbi.
I know stuff. You go down to the Super Bowl.
Right.
And there's a thing called Radio Row.
Correct.
Okay. Radio Row is where all of the sports guys, big guys like yourself, stand there, and you wait to interview whoever comes through on the line.
Yeah. There's a million stations all over America.
Mike, your former partner, thinks he's such a big deal, thinks he's so good, that he decides he doesn't have to be at Radio Row, and he sets up a separate hotel room for himself where all the guests should come to him, and this way he aces guys out like you. And what happened? No one showed up to Mike's hotel room. Am I right or wrong?
It's not. You're for the most part. It wasn't a hotel room. It was a lobby of a hotel.
And Mike,
did he have to come out of his ivory tower?
Well, I had to walk 8 blocks to do the interviews if you want to go out with Mike.
So you are smart. You say, listen, I'm not too big for anyone. I'll stand there in Radio Row, and I'm going to get my interviews, and I'm going to do a good job for my listeners. Your ex-partner thinks he's such a fucking big deal that he's going to stand in a hotel room 8 blocks away, and people are going to come to him like he's Jesus. Comment on that. Big mistake, right?
That was a mistake.
Big mistake.
You can't put what the motivation was. I mean, maybe Mike just felt that, with me there, I got the NFL radio network there, too, from Sirius.
Right.
That maybe he felt that would be an uncompromising situation. But as you say, in that situation, the big spots are not going to walk 8 blocks to do a 15-minute interview on
Is it fair to say that Mike made a power play and completely failed?
Power play might be a little too strong, but I had 56 guests that week. Mike had 26 guests that week.
And isn't it true? Let's get into some more gossip here, and I'm going to air all the dirty laundry. Isn't it true that Mike's big thing was he was always had a personal relationship with Bill Parcells? Him and Bill Parcells, super tight. Bill Parcells, my best friend. Like you had nothing to do with anything. And isn't it true? Bill Parcells gave you an interview and didn't do an interview with Mike.
How did you know that?
How do I know it? Because I follow everything that goes on here.
Was it Howard listening to Super Bowl talk?
He's got a satellite on his head tracking.
He liked Arizona plus the 7.
That's why Mike, you irritate the shit out of him. You got Bill Parcells. His so-called good friend Bill Parcells didn't even do an interview with him.
That was a little dicey. I didn't understand that either myself, but I did get Parcells on Friday at 5:35. So Friday before the Super Bowl, Bill's sitting there for 15 minutes Friday at 5:35.
With you.
Well, that was a very... Now, he was doing it because he was promoting Gatorade.
Right.
So it's not like he just said, I'm going to do Chris Russo today. He was there for a reason, to promote a product.
Right.
But the 2 channels that he did, you'd be proud of this, was only Sirius. He did the NFL channel on 124, and he did us on 123.
Did you
Nothing else.
Have you heard that your old partner Mike is out of his mind over this? Is an embarrassment.
That I did not hear.
It's an embarrassment.
Where did you hear that?
Gary, have we heard that?
I hadn't heard that.
Me neither. I just made that up.
But what I did want to say is...
I did hear. What? Isn't it true Mike's wife has offered herself to you?
No,
come on. Am I right?
Howard.
Do you think at this point Mike's wife wants to have sex with you more than he does? Come on, tell the truth. Come on.
She does.
Don't say that.
Did you ever want to have sex with Mike's wife?
I can't answer that question.
Go ahead.
What do you have?
I was a big listener of the show on terrestrial radio. The thing about the Parcells story that I find interesting, wasn't one of your biggest on-air fights that you guys had over Parcells? I heard you guys had a fight where you didn't talk to each other for months.
A long time, 96.
Yeah, but it was over Bill Parcells.
Part of it.
Why
and then I had
fight?
a big fight with Parcells, too, so we've made up.
Why did you have a fight over Bill Parcells? It's almost like ridiculous.
Because Bill left the Patriots after the 96 Super Bowl when he had a year left in his contract.
Right.
He did a bad job with it. He didn't like the owner, Bob Kraft.
Right.
So as a result, he wanted to go to the Jets. And I thought Bill did a terrible job of not living up to his contract.
And you were vocal about it.
And I was vocal. Mike took the other argument. He hates Kraft. Why can't he leave? He did a good job there. So we had this split. I say, Bill, you can't leave. You got to live up to your contract. And Bill had a history of doing that because he did the same thing with the Giants.
Right.
And Mike went the other way. You know what? He gave him his life. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And so that was a major problem.
You felt the reason you got so upset was not because of Mike's opinion, but Mike was really defending a guy who was he thought was his personal friend. So in other words,
it was a tricky situation. Because
he wasn't being a true broadcaster. He wasn't telling the truth. Is why you got upset, right?
No wonder he's pretty smart. I have to admit.
In other words, you're saying you felt he was doing a cover-up.
Oh, that was 12 years ago too.
But Howard, that was a legendary fight. You guys didn't talk to each other off the air for
a long time. That was a rough one.
Is that uncomfortable when you?
Oh God, could you do a talk show? How about if you and Robin hated each other so much, you're going to a bed and you didn't talk?
We do.
Did you hear that?
But you still talk. You do a show together.
There was a couple of times where Robin clammed up on me, though, right?
There was one extended period.
Yes. What, a week, a month?
No, it was a good couple of months, right?
Couple of months,
yeah.
That's right.
And how did you soothe it out? How'd you smooth it over?
I banged her so hard she loved me. It was a sexual tension.
I had to say stop. That broke the silence.
I'll let this guy. Give me 5. Give me 5. Give me 5.
10, you motherfucker. Get over here.
That was
I'm going to hug you.
That was a very tricky situation at that Super Bowl.
And after all of that, Parcells still goes to you. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny?
I don't know. Again, he was promoting a product, but for whatever the reason,
he didn't do his friend.
We got him 15. We got him on for 15 minutes.
Wow.
That Friday at the Super Bowl, you'd be proud of this. Now I know you're not a big sports fan. Friday at the Super Bowl, that's a huge show. Friday before the Super Bowl, Madden, Costas, Ebersol, and Bill.
Wow.
That's a big show.
That's a good get.
And the day before was Bruce. You heard about that, did you not?
Yeah, we heard you got to interview your idol.
And I heard you with McCartney. I know you had him before. I heard that a month ago. That was a great spot. I heard it on the Saturday replay.
Yes.
You did it at 8 o'clock?
Yes.
I heard it. My wife and I driving home. And my wife doesn't listen to Howard. And she said, my God, that was a tremendous spot. Well, so there you go. Even at your esteemed status in life, you found a new listener in my lovely wife.
There you go. Well,
how about that? But I did do Bruce. That was fun.
And when you met Bruce, I know you almost came in your pants, right? I
had to be.
You really love this guy.
I love him. Yeah, well, I have 30 years.
Were you intimidated? Were you able to do the interview?
Oh,
with him?
Absolutely.
And you got some information out of him?
Bruce, that's a tricky spot. I mean, he doesn't know me that well. He sits down, he doesn't like doing that was his first press conference he did, by the way, at the Super Bowl since 1987.
What did you learn about Bruce Springsteen after interviewing him? Did you learn anything new?
I asked him about Danny Federici, his organ. I asked him about the 90s, the period, because there was the same article, the same issue that Artie was in Rolling Stone.
Right.
Bruce is on the cover.
Right.
So I made sure I read that prior to the spot.
You were prepared.
I was prepared. And don't forget, last year at the Garden, thanks to John Landau, we got backstage. And I hugged Bruce 4 times after a Madison Square Garden.
And he's still wondering, who is that guy?
4 times.
Was that a bit much? Was Bruce put off by that?
You know, I don't know. Maybe he was, but I was just being me.
Yeah.
I was just being me.
And Bruce was probably a little turned off to be hugged 4 times.
Mike.
4 times.
But when people come up to you, I'm sure you have
Mike.
some... Chris, I'm sorry. I'm calling you Mike. Oh, my God.
Call him Mike.
Sorry.
Who cares? What the hell's the difference?
No, but Chris,
Call her Howard.
If somebody came up to you who was a fan and started hugging you time after time, what would you think?
You know what? I would take that as I would be honored by that.
Yeah, right.
If I met, but you know, Bruce couldn't have been that upset because he let Costas wait.
What did you
when
think,
he did that spot with me?
What did you think of Bruce's performance?
Oh, tremendous job.
I did too, and yet he was criticized. You know, people are now saying he lip synced.
Oh, that's not true. I had all these guys on. I did East Street Radio. That is in. There was a microphone in Clarence's sax.
Right.
That was not a lip sync scenario whatsoever.
So you say
he
no
did
way.
He did a phenomenal job. How could you knock that?
I thought he was enthusiastic. I thought he loved being there. He could have taken the attitude, I'm a big star, I don't have to put that much enthusiasm into this. And no,
were
he
you
did
okay with the changing of the lyrics?
No problem whatsoever. The Hail Mary, the football.
And then the ref dropping the flag.
He's done these props his whole life.
Really?
He used to do the Detroit medley he did in the late 70s. He used to have a guy come out in a stretcher to take him off the stage.
I thought Jennifer Hudson's performance was great, but then I learned she lip synced. I got very upset about that.
I did not, is that true?
Yes.
I did not see her
right.
but I thought Bruce did a tremendous
job.
Did
I was very complimentary about it. Now, Joe Torre you had on recently.
Yeah, I had him on last week.
I don't think your old partner Mike got him, did he?
On the phone.
On the phone. You had
him live.
I had him in studio.
What do you think is going on here? Do you think that it's finally the proof, the nails in the coffin?
I think
you're the more important guy in that team?
Let's be fair.
Yeah.
I'm in New York City.
Right.
Mike's in Astoria, Queens. He was doing Letterman right after me. It's about 2 blocks away, 3 blocks, whatever it is.
Right.
So it's a little bit more convenient for Joe to come in, say hello for 30 minutes, and leave than it is to drive out to Astoria, Queens, to do a sit down in that situation.
Wouldn't it be great if Mike's show gets canceled and then that's the end?
They're not going to do that.
Come on, wouldn't that be great? Come on, they could. They could.
Are not
There's a good I hear talk.
19, you did not hear talk. 19 years, Howard. I mean, there's a relationship there.
With you.
Yeah, but I mean, he's still on the air, isn't he?
Maybe you're finally getting your shot at proving that you were more important than he was, and I like that. Now, this Phil Mushnick, he's still after you, right?
Not as much as he used to. His basic theme has been Chris Russo, quote, remember him.
Oh.
So his basic theme has been, well, where did he ever go? I disappeared from the face of the earth by jumping on.
Right.
Let me tell you.
There are a lot of people who say that. Satellite is like a no man's land, like you're in exile.
You're here building a business, and the fact of the matter is that they can say that all they want, but now they see they need you back. You see, by leaving, sometimes it proves something.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they learned that with you when you left.
They're going to learn it with you, my friend. The ratings are going down. I'll get the full ratings. We'll see what happens.
Well, I mean, they said this. Even Leno, were you mad by Leno when the big New York Times thing around Christmas? Did you read that?
Leno can say what he wants.
And Leno said, where did Howard go?
Because where can he... First of all, Leno wants to attack me because I attack him every day.
I didn't realize
He's
that.
a piece of shit.
Oh, I didn't know this.
He's a
so this is new.
motherfucker, bland, doesn't take a stand on anything, asshole. And the only guy he ever criticizes is me.
That's where that comes from. Oh, I didn't know that. I'm learning something.
See?
Where did Howard go? Howard went to build a business. And guess what? It's going to succeed. Don't count me out. Jackass.
Well, you know what I want to ask, Chris? How has Satellite freed you? I know you got rid of Mike, but how has Satellite freed you?
I could do anything. What'd you say?
I said, look at you. You can say it. It's on your face.
I could do anything I want on that radio.
Yeah. You had gay sex the other day.
I just wondered if he's taking advantage of all this
I could do anything I want on that show. I have a 5-hour painting every day.
Yes.
And I don't have. Nobody's going to tell me what to do, how to do it. If I want to put, anybody on the radio. I could put anybody on the radio.
I mean, Rob, in terrestrial radio, he's naked right now. and he never used to appear.
I heard you talk about that earlier today.
What about A-Rod? I know you're probably sick of talking about it.
You know, for us, I do, absolutely.
This is a big deal.
This is a big deal?
Yeah.
God, yes. I mean, A-Rod cheated. What else do you want?
Why is he with Madonna? I mean, he could get
I've been saying that. She is ugly. She's 51 years old.
I don't see anything wrong with her age.
Do you think there's something wrong with him that he would date? I mean, he could get any piece of ass he wants.
And Cynthia's not beautiful either. The wife.
I think she's better than Madonna.
I agree with that.
Come on.
Madonna's an old she's a great singer, but she's a has-been.
Right.
I've been saying this on the air for weeks.
And no one pays attention.
But see, A-Rod is a guy that is very swayable. So he's led by a leash. And Madonna's got a big personality who gets into A-Rod's head and convinces him of things. And that's why he goes to those meetings. He went to all the
meetings.
Do you know he was holding the Torah at the temple?
Yeah, I
heard that. Yeah, he was K-Rod's holding the Torah.
A-Rod, but okay.
Howard came up with a new name for him. He calls him A-Royd now.
They say that in the paper, too.
A-Royd.
Really?
Yeah, how about the A-hole? That was in the post.
Was great.
That was a rough one.
But here's the point. If Major League Baseball wanted to get rid of steroids, they could. They knew he was doing steroids. They have lists of people who do steroids. They don't make a sound about it.
The 104, they just said, you know what? We're going to ignore that, and we'll set a standard now.
I heard you guys say that today. Now, remember one thing. You got to give the union a lot of grief here.
Right.
The players' union. The players' union in baseball, unlike the other unions in other sports, has an amazing amount of power.
Right.
They are basically 50%. C-League and the owners, and obviously the Players Association. So you have the owners who got to the party late. Don't get me wrong. They didn't pay attention. They didn't care when McGuire and Sosa were hitting all those home runs.
They knew.
I understand that. But C-League, I think, when it got the last 5 years, has wanted to get this problem out of Major League Baseball. And the union will not allow that to happen. Now, you know this whole scenario about the tipping of the players?
Yes.
There was 104 players in 03 who tested positive.
Right.
Those tests were not supposed to be made public. This is where A-Rod comes in.
Right. How do you think those things got out? Do you have any idea?
4 sources, I think a couple of government sources, a couple of ex-players who feel ostracized by the union because they were maybe steroid users, and the union hasn't protected them. But here's the issue. 4 players told Sports Illustrated this week that the union in 04 tipped off all those players of when subsequent testing would occur.
Oh, boy.
And get yourself clean.
Wow.
That's against the Major League Baseball Players Association. That's against the MLB agreement.
Right.
So you have a union in 04 that doesn't want players to get nabbed with steroids, and there was going to be random testing, so they tipped the players off.
Right.
Well, I thought it was interesting that A-Rod, the first thing he said after the story broke was talk to the players' union.
Right.
He did not say talk to my
Good job,
people.
Robin's on top
Robin
of the
knows something. Yes,
Good
that's
job,
true.
Robin. That's exactly right.
So here's the thing. Mushnick, let me get back to him. He criticizes you, and I don't understand why. He says, after you appeared on Letterman, did you ever hear this quote?
Go ahead.
All right. Chris Russo was invited on David Letterman, not as a talent, but as a forced and freakish cackling clown.
Oh, really?
Listen to this.
Wow.
When was this? What date? Do you got a date up?
September 2008. And once again, Russo delivered. Now, let me tell you something. I don't see you that way. I see you as a knowledgeable sports guy who knows how to entertain and enthusiastic
about sports.
What's the bug up this guy's ass?
He doesn't like Mike or me, by the way. He hates Mike,
right?
too. He hates Mike, too. He's you know, I don't know. He wants every sportscaster to be vanilla, you know, talk about consumer issues. A sports fan don't want to talk about the consumer.
You want to hear real opinions from
who
real
hit the
men.
home runs? Who won the games? Why did this team lose this game? That's what the sport fan wants to hear. And Mushnick is not as much interested in that. But I did read that. That's when I did Letterman after I did you.
Yes.
You remember that?
Yes.
I did. That's when I did.
And you had a good appearance.
I'm doing one again tomorrow night.
So obviously they like you.
Something's up. And I've been on here for 10, 15 years.
Is your office here at Sirius across from Tim Sabian's?
Yes, right across the street.
What is he eating to make him so fat?
Oh, I know. He's gained a ton of weight.
Now, the walls are glass, right? So you can see right into Tim's office.
I can see. He's got that big board in front of him.
Yeah.
You know, eating muffins here, egg sandwiches there.
You can
Is
see
that true?
all
Oh, God.
Will you call me when you see him
I will.
eating?
Would you like me to do so?
Does it disgust you when you see see so much food?
Oh, when I see the egg yolk dripping from his cheek, that's a little much, Howard.
Too much. It really is. What do you mean? You went to see the movie Dark Knight. I know you're a movie fan.
Yeah, I didn't like. Boy, you are on top of this. I didn't see it. I had it delivered. I saw it at home.
I liked the movie.
You did?
Yes, I thought it was good.
My wife loved it too.
Not great. Good.
What did you find wrong with it?
I can't get into that Batman stuff.
I mean,
give me
you don't like Batman at all.
Give me Eartha Kitt. Give me Julie Newmar. Give me the mid-'60s with Burgess Meredith, things like that. Didn't like that much.
Let me tell you something.
Hey, Ledger was great, though.
Yes. You are on a roll,
good
but he will not win the Academy Award.
Who will win that supporting one?
Supporting will be the guy in Doubt. What's his name, Rob?
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
I'll tell you, he's a supporting. I didn't see that. You see that yet?
Terrific. Fantastic.
Did you see Revolutionary Road?
Yes.
Did you like that?
No.
What's the matter with it? I saw that. I liked it.
Too talky, too boring. I understand it's showing you how marriages can go wrong, relationships and this kind of thing, but I didn't like it.
It wasn't terrible, but hard to watch. That's not a feel-good movie.
Here are the great movies right now, and there's a lot of them.
There are a lot of them. I haven't seen as many as I like.
Wrestler.
I think it was great.
Fantastic.
You did think
Come on,
that?
you're a wrestling fan?
I did not think it was great.
I thought it was great. Slumdog Millionaire. Great.
Everybody loves that.
Did you see it?
Not yet.
It's great.
I will see it.
Did you see Doubt? No.
Not yet. I will
That's a great
see it.
movie.
Gran Torino.
Great.
Did you like that too?
Loved it. You didn't like that?
I haven't seen it yet. Eastwood,
Well,
Detroit.
you're way
I'm
behind.
way behind. Well, I got 4 little kids. It's not that easy.
New Liam Neeson movie.
I didn't
Great.
see.
Taken.
Did,
Wow.
Did you see Rachel getting married?
No.
Yes.
I liked it. Did you like it?
No.
Why
Oh,
not?
no, you like these women.
Oh, I
these
like
chick flicks.
Hathaway is good.
No, this was not a good movie. It was a bunch of bullshit. You
didn't like that?
I'll tell you what was good, though. The one Woody Allen just made.
Oh, Vicky Cristina Barcelona.
Cristina Barcelona.
I love Johansson.
That was a good movie.
I love Johansson.
Did you see that movie?
I saw Woody's Johansson Match Point, which came out a couple years ago.
I'm not asking you about Match Point.
Oh, it's a
But
good
Vicky
movie.
Cristina Barcelona. that's
Did
what
you
that
see
was.
Last Chance Harvey yet? With Hoffman and...
No.
You didn't see that?
Oh, no, I haven't
And I
seen
won't
that.
see it.
Emma
You see
Thompson.
Benjamin Button yet?
Yes.
You like that?
Yes.
Too Forrest Gumpish?
It was Forrest Gumpish, but I liked it.
You did like it.
I like Forrest Gump, and I like Forrest Gump, too.
This guy wasn't retarded. That
I
was
thought
what was
Rourke
different.
was great in The Wrestler. But I thought the movie was a little too predictable at the end.
And
you
the
know,
best one, the Best Actor award will go to Sean Penn for Milk. Did you see that?
Not yet. I will.
You were upset with a gay theme movie?
No, no
Are you
problem
afraid to see Sean Penn kiss another man?
I heard there's a couple themes in there you got to deal with, but I have no problem with it.
He's
I heard he
very
was
strong.
great. You
It's a
see
great
Forrest
movie.
Nixon?
Yes.
Like that too?
Fantastic.
I hear he was the best. Langella did the best job of any actor.
But no. Sean
Have you
Penn,
seen it?
Not yet, but I will see these.
He only hears things.
No, I
hears
love
about
movies.
movies.
I love them. Love movies. Old time movies. I love that stuff.
And the winner will be Sean Penn. The best actress will be Meryl Streep.
That won't be Winslet.
No, and
It'll be
she was great.
Winslet.
She
Will
was
she
great.
get the supporting actress? Not no, she. Which one is she nominated for? In the Golden Globe, she got both. Which one is she nominated for in the Academy?
The Reader.
For The Reader.
Oh,
and
did you see that?
Fantastic.
Do you like that too?
I loved it. It's a great year for movies.
It is. It's a tremendous year.
Everything else is in the dumper, but the movies
Oh,
are
the
movies
movies
are
are great. Boy, you look at Howard's on top of it. I'm impressed by that.
I know about everything.
Well,
You got all my information.
in bad times, people do turn to entertainment
Escape.
and sports.
They escape.
Art sometimes excels during a bad time. Why do I yell?
I don't know.
All right, Ralph, you're on it's not Mike. It's Chris.
No, I said we have microphones.
Oh.
What's wrong with you?
You call him Mike one more time. I'm not
I
asking you to
said
leave.
we have microphones.
He's Chris. He's the one. He's the
His
winner.
name is not
He's the one. Mike is the loser.
microphones. His name is Chris.
Do we have Ralph on the phone?
Ralph's on the phone. Go ahead, Ralph.
Never been a big fan of Mike, Chris. What's his name?
Chris.
Jeez, thanks a lot.
Yeah.
But forget the sports. He's 100% right. That new Batman movie sucked. The best Batman is the original Adam West.
He doesn't like any Batman.
See, I don't like the comic strip stuff in the 20s, which is all these Batmans are based on. I like the TV series.
No,
with the Batmobile,
if you were a
Burt
real,
Ward, that's
if
what I
you
like.
were a real
That was the
comic
best.
book, if you were a real comic book fan, which I am, I grew up with comic books.
Yeah.
The thing that I waited for was that someone would make a serious movie about comics. In other words, not treat it like a joke. The original Batman series was not good.
Yes, it was.
Because they
great.
treated it like a joke.
You're right. It wasn't
I mean, Batman had a gut.
No, he
had tits. I mean, Robin was
They
like...
said silly things.
the boom pow.
The boom pow. Holy cow.
What is so great about Spider-Man, the Hulk, all these movies, there's a realism. They treat it seriously, and they give it its due. And these are great stories and great characters, and I don't want jokes in my superhero movies.
Yeah, but
they're trying to make
it, and I know it.
They're trying to be serious with a superhero character, and to me that doesn't work.
So, do you like any of the superhero movies? Did you like Iron Man?
I did see Iron Man. I know I saw the Hulk one.
Did you like?
You saw the Incredible
which was pretty
Hulk?
good.
Hulk was
with
good.
Norton. He's a good actor.
He's good.
The guy's a good actor.
So what are you talking about?
Well, I saw that with my kids, so that I see the Transformer stuff. Spider-Man, I liked. I liked I like Spider-Man too.
I mean, you liked it. It was fantastic.
What about Iron Man? Did you?
I didn't see Iron Man yet. Did you see Iron Man?
Yes,
Well, you go to a lot of movies, Howard.
I love movies. You know, I could have been a great director. You know that. I am a great actor.
Well, you're very
Anyone
creative.
who saw my movie saw that.
And you
Private Parts. That's another thing. That was a hot movie.
I got robbed that year. I should have won the Academy Award.
You didn't even get nominated.
No, I won the Blockbuster Newcomer Award.
You were.
Did you really?
I did, and
that was a very successful movie.
And I beat out many major actors.
Who were newcomers too?
Who did I beat?
Who was in that class?
I don't want to say, Robin. You tell people.
I don't even remember.
Who played you in that?
Me.
He was in that by himself.
You beat
No, we were all in it.
You beat up Brad Pitt.
Did you see the movie? I did beat Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt was a newcomer that year?
Yeah, I think I forget what movie he was in.
That was a very, very successful film.
Not only was it successful financially, artistically, it was one of the best films ever made.
Well, let's not go crazy.
No, I'm telling you. Go back and watch it.
Is that true, Robert?
Just like The Godfather, there are classes on this film.
Listen, why do you
NYU.
think they still show my film on TV? Most films come and go on TV.
Because you're such a big star.
No, that's not the reason. It's a fantastic movie. And if I made another movie, that would be fantastic, too.
Did you enjoy that more than all the other things that you've done?
Yes. Yes, I
Books
did.
Books and all that kind of stuff?
That's right.
Even this show.
More than the show.
But the show is every day. You can grind it out. You can create it.
I got on that set. I lost my mind. First of all, they have French service. You know what that is? They got waiters walking around with gloves, white gloves on,
geez,
serving food. All I got to do is memorize a few lines, go out there and act like a retard, and they're feeding me, and they built an apartment for me. I thought I was a king.
That movie made a lot of money, too, didn't it?
It did very well. At the end of the day, $80 million all combined. DVD, everything.
That movie made $80 million?
$80 million.
You gave Paul Giamatti a story on that movie.
Paul Giamatti, I started.
He's great, too. Love the Illusionist. Love the Illusionist,
Thank
which
you.
is good.
I had something
You
to
put Giamatti. I got to rent that.
I told him what to do.
Can I still go to Blockbuster and get that?
What, Private Parts?
Yes.
You better go to Netflix. I don't know if you find a Blockbuster in your
Right,
neighborhood.
you're a little out of it.
Oh, I guess did they go
Of course
under?
you can find it. Yeah, I think.
Where am I?
I think, in fact, we're behind them in bankruptcy. I'm pretty sure. All right, listen to me. You're a great guy.
You're the best, Howard.
Well, hold on.
I appreciate you always.
What is it, Gary?
Do you want to know who you beat for Best Newcomer?
Yeah, who
go
was
ahead.
in that
Go
group?
ahead. Now, just let me brag a little.
Oh, you're going to brag.
Why you
You beat Casper Van Dien for Starship Troopers.
Okay.
And Michael J. Weil, who was in Spawn.
I beat both those guys. That's right.
Wow.
I remember that.
What year did that come out? About 10 years ago?
Yeah, I think 10 years ago.
And they were right, because look, we don't know who those guys are.
Yeah, I wrecked those guys' career after I beat them. Let's go to Lewis, who wants to say a quick hello. Come on, let him say hello. This is exciting to have you here. Mad Dog, his channel, 123, XM channel 144. And by the way, see Chris tomorrow night at 11:35 on the Late Show.
I'm not sure if I'm the 11:30 guest, as you were talking about earlier today, where you know you've made it.
Who's going to be the first guest?
I'm not sure. I'll be on the second guest. He'll get me on by 12. He'll get me on by 5 after 12.
Why go there then? You don't
because
think
I'm not you, Howard. I need the publicity.
Yeah?
You, on the other hand, you make the show.
Listen, sometimes
you and Dave are close, aren't you?
Oh, real close. Yeah.
Aren't you friends?
We tried it. Yeah, we write each other once in a while, a little note.
I thought you two were going to try to pick that up again.
I said to him, we'll go to dinner.
Yeah.
Then he wrote me a letter back. Yeah, we'll go to dinner. But it sounded sarcastic, so I'm not going to get started.
You two.
When's the last time you've been on there?
Oh, geez, I haven't gone on there. They asked me a lot to go on.
I think it's been
Why wouldn't you go back on?
I don't really want to say that. I have nothing to say at that point.
Yeah, but
it's enough.
But
of that. I don't need to be
You
judged.
make people happy by having some fun there. People will enjoy that. Don't you want to make people happy and have you on 1140? That's a great spot.
I make people
Isn't
happy
it, Robin?
here.
Well, it's a great spot, but there is some question as to whether if you make yourself exclusive, if you don't drive people here by saying this is the only way you can get them.
I'm thinking of the big picture.
All right, that's that smells philosophy.
Lewis, you're on the air in Brewster.
Hey, Howard. How's Chris's tan today? Is it
You're not as tan as you usually.
Well, it's not the summertime.
Right. He's not that
Yeah,
tan.
he actually looks human.
Yeah. First time I met him, he was like a lizard. But he looks terrific now. I like
It's not the summertime.
You don't need to tan. Aren't you worried about skin cancer?
I should be. I don't worry about it, and I should be concerned by that.
Be careful with that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. What is it, Fafa?
Chris should there should be a big viewership on Letterman tomorrow. He's going to follow, I would guess, the Jonas Brothers. It says the Jonas Brothers are on first, and Chris is on next.
Wow.
You know what? That's an insult. I mean,
the Jonas Brothers. I should bring one of my kids.
You should.
Yeah. Bring your kids so they can sit there and see what a no.
I'm glad you told me that. I might look into that. And my girl loves the Jonas Brothers.
Then bring them.
And Ashford and Simpson.
And she's off tomorrow. No school.
Ashford and Simpson.
They're sitting in with the band.
Oh, they're terrific. Goodness. I went to see them in a small club on the Upper West Side. They own a club. Ashford
I walked
and
by
Simpson.
that the other day. The Sugar something.
Is it still open?
I think so. They had a little easel outside.
You ever want to have a great night? You go out there, and it's mostly black people who perform. There's a lot of whites in the audience.
They let white people in the audience.
It's so much fun to watch all black people perform, and they sing terrifically. And they get up there. The blacks. And it's a fun night. It's great. And you eat food, and you watch it. I had a great night
They
there.
have good food?
They had good food, yeah. Yeah, it was fun. Look.
I still can't believe I got the Blockbuster thing wrong, for goodness sakes.
No more Blockbuster.
Gee, what am I thinking about?
There are some.
That tells you trying to get this channel together, I've lost touch with America.
My mother called me the other day. I can't tell you. You got us into those DVDs, and we love it. And then your father and I joined Blockbuster, and now there's no Blockbuster. I don't know what happened.
Do you speak to your parents? Do you speak to your parents once a week, Howard?
Oh, yeah, at least.
Oh, you do?
Oh, absolutely.
They listen?
Sure, every day.
Oh, they do?
Oh, yeah, my old man's glued to the radio. Now he listens to me. When I was little, he wouldn't listen. Now he'll listen.
He was always screaming, shut up.
He had me there 24 hours a day. He was telling me to shut the fuck up. Now he thinks I'm a genius. Vinny, go ahead. You're on the air quickly. Vinny is the late-night liaison, East Coast, for the David Letterman show.
Oh, he is?
Vinny,
Hey, Chris, we spoke. We're very excited that you're coming on the show. We love you there.
I did. Okay. Thank you, Vinny. I appreciate that. So we won't pay attention to what Mushnick says. We'll go in there and do a good job.
Yeah. How come those little turds, the Jonas Brothers, are on before Chris?
Because they're the new Beatles. When Chris has
oh my God!
New Beatles. Vinny, shame on you.
I know.
That is I heard you with
but
McCartney.
it'll be a great show, Chris.
Now, Vinny, I'm looking forward to it.
All right, thank you, Vin.
Yeah.
All right.
That was a wonderful spot with McCartney.
I enjoyed that.
Oh,
That was a
great. You could
thrill.
tell there's not that many people after this career that he's had that's going to really get him.
He gets me going. I like it.
Yeah. You are so into that.
I'm into it. All right, listen.
Yes.
It's great having you.
Howard, thanks for having me.
I'm proud of you. You're doing a good job.
Well, that's the bottom line.
Check out the Mad Dog Radio channel.
It's a good
Sirius
channel. Good channel.
You got a lot of good guys on
You're
there.
working hard on it.
Channel 123 and XM channel 144. And let's face it, Chris made the announcement today. Even if they go bankrupt and there's no more channel, he's going to come here anyway.
I am not leaving.
Yeah.
I am
he
not
will
leaving.
broadcast even if there's no satellites up in the sky.
I am taking your word that we'll be okay. Howard, thanks
come back and see us again.
You're the best, Howard. I
Get back
appreciate
to
all the
it.
help.
Thank you.
And get Artie, get him.
What am I going to do? What am I going to do?
Tell
with
him
this
he's
guy?
not John Belushi.
I'm going to tell him that's good.
And you think that'll do what?
I'm sure he's tried everything.
Yeah, I'll try it.
I mean,
tomorrow I'm going to try
the
it.
world's crumbling. Don't take it for granted. Success.
Be grateful for your success.
Howard, you're the best, pal.
You are
Wait,
too.
I wanted to ask Chris if he's being like a hands-on manager, like he has this
Can't do
channel.
that. Gotta let your host do what they want to do.
Right.
Really? So it's just like you hire them, you believe in them, you
I'm
let
gonna
them go.
listen. If I see things, if I see a little mechanic that you don't love, you say something. But other than that, you let your guys do you get.
Would you listen to what he has to say?
I don't think you could avoid it when he's delivering it like that.
I don't see him in a management role.
No, everybody says the same thing.
Hey, Chris.
Yes.
You guys were all over the place today.
Yeah, all over. It's a harder interview to do because the first time it was sort of a novice thing. He didn't know me that well, so he wants to get to know me. So it's a little bit more of a spontaneous anything goes thing. This one, we've already done the introduction. So this one, you got to do more of a radio interview. It's a little dicier, but still had a great time. I love going in there.
You guys are comfortable?
Yeah, very much so. I mean, I don't think there's any issues at all of us getting along. Plus, he likes this mic thing. He likes to play this mic angle, so it gives him something to chew on and have some fun with.
Now, you said you were concerned about Artie. I think you read a book.
I read the article in Rolling Stone. I want Artie to get healthy. This is ridiculous. Artie, life's too short. I know there's maybe some complications and issues I'm not aware of. They're paying you a ton of money to be funny 4 hours a day. Stop with the booze and everything else. Come in here and do a talk show. It's fun. You're not John Belushi.
Yes, it is.
Nice, man.
It's like good work if you can get it. I love it when you've got a camera person and a woman holding a mic. It's great.
Oh, we cover from all ends.
It's unbelievable.
So excited to be back there?
I'm thrilled. Life is good.
Life's good when you're Al Roker, right?
Life's good if you're above ground. That's what. That's the deal, you know. That's what my grandmother always said. She's not in the obituary. She makes breakfast.
Excellent.
Unfortunately, she was in the obituaries a couple of years ago. But there you go.
All right, Al. We'll see you in there.
All right.
I know that Al Roker is going to stop by later. Not much later, probably about 10 minutes. He's got a few minutes to come in and talk to us. I always like to talk to Al Roker, a guy who's successful on television. The kind of success you want, where you don't really have to be controversial and you just make a lot of money. How much do you think a guy that makes being on the Today Show doing the weather? It's got to be high six figures, I bet. Maybe even
high
seven.
6 figures?
Al Roker or a regular guy?
Al Roker.
Al Roker.
Oh, he's making big money.
I bet he makes 7 figures a year.
Wow.
He's Al Roker.
Al Roker. I'm going to ask him how much he makes and to go over his whole last 10-year tax returns and see what he's doing.
I'm sure he's quite comfortable.
The thing is that Al Roker's got, I would say he's probably making 7 figures, and guy doesn't appear to have any
from Willard Scott. He's a big name in weather.
I've checked a couple of sources. The rumor is he makes $1.5 million, but I think that's low.
I don't know, $1.5 million, that's a lot of money, and then he gets to go out and do, because he's not a reporter, he can go out and do, like, the Family Feud thing and all that.
That's probably why he does it.
Yeah.
He only has, what? The weatherman is not on that much.
I wonder if he has any demons, I mean, like...
He doesn't seem...
I mean, the food thing, he doesn't have exactly under control, because since he got that gastric bypass, he's gained back 30 pounds. That's got to be his biggest nightmare, that he's going to gain back the weight.
What an awful thing that would be for, like, your psyche. You get that operation.
And aren't weight gains usually a result of, like, some sort of emotional upheaval?
Well, Randy Jackson on American Idol, who had the same operation, looks like he's gaining all his weight back.
Yeah, because it doesn't fix that.
Well, Fred points out that the weight is just a symptom of something else.
Right.
You don't look at the weight and say that's the demon. The demon is causing the weight gain. What is that?
So what's the demon is what I'm asking.
What's he got to eat for?
What's his demon?
He ain't hungry.
I
don't know.
Yeah. And he's more than a weather guy, too. He's like a personality, he's... but I don't know, $1.5 million, that's a lot of money. You get jaded. That's a lot of fucking
money. But that's
money.
network.
Yeah. Eric, you're on the air in Hoboken. I'll take a couple of calls. Go ahead.
Good morning, King Schmaltz.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Did you go by the name King Schmaltz, or was that just the name of the show?
No, that was the name of the show, but to be called King Schmaltz is a very big honor.
Thank you. So, have you ever been with a girl, Howard, really hot, heavy, into it? And, Artie, you can try to answer this question, too. Really hot and heavy into it, you got to get in, if you know what I mean.
Right.
And she says, listen, I have herpes.
Right then?
Right, yeah. I mean, she's doing the right thing. She's not keeping it quiet.
Right, she's telling you the truth.
Yeah, but my point is, like, you're almost at the point of, and then she goes, hold it.
She could have brought that up at dinner.
Well, that's very sweet of her, actually. But go ahead, what is your question?
The question is, have you ever, said, fuck it, just, let me fuck her anyway?
Without protection, you're saying? Did you fuck her with protection or without?
It doesn't matter.
All right. Okay. Al Roker's here.
really?
Because I know we only have a
maybe
few
we'll
minutes.
ask him about this.
It's here already?
All right. I'll ask Al Roker if you'd like me to.
Well, I had a chick who gave me. I got chlamydia once. And
well, Al's
thank
here.
you,
I
Al.
don't know if you want to talk about your chlamydia.
Oh.
Hey, Al.
Good morning.
Al, have you ever had chlamydia? No, I haven't. You haven't? Hey, good to see you.
Al, you're just in time. I had chlamydia once.
Artie was about to
on the book.
Oh, thanks,
By the way.
Al. Thank you very much.
Sorry, sir.
Al, we're talking about. Did you read Artie's book, or you just know about it?
No, I read it.
You read it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Al.
No wonder he's depressed.
Yeah.
I know. I thought, wow, there's the feel bad book of the year.
I think he's happy he's not me.
When you read this, did you get depressed? Honestly, I mean, it's a depressing book, right?
Actually, I was feeling a little bad before I read it, and then I thought, yeah, what the heck? No, life's okay.
Too fat to fish. We will push you over the edge.
As long as I'm not dead, I'm doing better than this guy.
Whatever your problems are, they're not as bad as his.
You could put Dr. Phil off the air. Just, read Artie's book, and everything's okay.
Well, thank you, Al.
Have you ever?
He's a cure-all.
Have you ever? You were just about to have sex with a woman. You're about to get inside of her.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever been in a position where the woman would turn to you?
Yeah.
And then say, "Look, I have an STD. I have herpes, or something like that." Has this ever happened?
It has not.
And it mean either.
No, I did get a little nervous when I had an easy pass, but other than that, it's no.
It's better than a woman saying, I have a penis.
Did you have?
Well, we've all been there.
Did you have a period of time in your career where you were, I'm going back now, before you were married,
right?
That you got to have a lot of fun because you're the weatherman on the Today Show. In other words,
because you're the weatherman. No, it's not what you.
That's
people
not a sexy.
They're not going. Oh, you are the weatherman.
No, that's not true. Because any guy who has a high-profile job, and we just figured you're good for 7 figures. We figured about you're a millionaire, right?
He laughs at you. It's 8 figures.
No. You're mistaking me for Katie Couric. No.
Are you not a millionaire?
No.
Is
Get
that
out
true?
of here, Al.
I don't know. What's a millionaire? I don't know.
Are you worth? Is your net your assets? I mean, let's take your house out of it.
Okay.
Could you get your hands on $1 million cash?
Yeah, with a mask and a gun?
No, I mean, come on. You wouldn't do that.
Who knows? You read Artie's book and you think, what the heck?
We read that you make $1.5 million a year, minimally. Now, maybe it's more, but this was old information.
I have no idea.
And that would make sense to me. That you make $1.5 million at least a year because you're on a network show that's very successful.
You're very high profile.
Right.
It's $1 million contract. It's $1 a year for 1 million years. No, it's no. Look, it's I get paid very fairly by NBC.
Right.
And that's
how often do you negotiate your contract? Every 5 years?
Yeah, just about. Yeah.
And do they when you sit down? What is the bargaining chip? I mean, do you have other offers from ABC and CBS? Is that the way it goes?
I don't play those games. It's like, look, you want to do a deal? Let's do a deal.
You never say to them, listen, I'm sure CBS has come to you at one point and said, we need a little magic from the Today Show.
You've taken meetings, haven't you?
No, I don't do that.
You never took a meeting with
I had a meeting once with Mel Karmazin when he was at CBS, just to say hello.
Right.
But that's because I just found him an interesting guy.
So the negotiation goes, hey, NBC says
I'm not even in the room. I don't even go.
No, but NBC says, here's what we're going to pay you, and you put up with it, or do you ever argue
Things
the
go
point?
back and forth.
They do.
Sure.
Okay.
Come on. It's
you
a
try to
negotiation.
get something.
Of course. So a box of Ritz crackers, something.
But women are attracted to a successful man, and I would imagine that just being on television, having a high-profile career, you get invited to a lot of things. You have your friends that are celebrities.
I get invited. We don't go out that much. I mean,
understood. But I'm talking about there had to be a period of time.
But you got to remember, when I was single, I wasn't on the Today Show.
Oh no?
Yeah, I was doing local news. So.
Was it a mind-blowing dream for you when Willard Scott? I mean, there was a point where Willard Scott looked like he'd be there for the next million years. When Willard Scott started to slow down, they started to determine that he wasn't as hot as he used to be.
Actually, and this is a true story.
Yeah.
Willard was the one who decided he wanted to step back.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's on the Today Show twice a week.
Is he? Yeah,
he does 100. Yeah, I know. That's right. Yeah, you don't have.
I'm here.
We're the monitors. Why aren't you watching TV?
We should be.
Come on.
But Willard is still around.
Yeah, he does the 100-year-old birthdays. Twice a week.
But it was a dream come true when you got that gig. That's the gig of a lifetime.
Oh yeah. I mean, look, when I got to New York, and you remember because we had WNBC and Robin. When I got
to do weekends at WNBC. I thought, you know what? This is the greatest. Maybe Frank Field might leave in 4 or 5 years, and I might get, the early show during the week. So. God's honest truth, the Today Show wasn't even on my radar.
Right. You didn't say, oh, this is my ambition.
Yeah, please.
You were just happy to...
I was so thrilled. The first time, because I don't know if you remember Live at 5, Don Pardo would be there, doing the announcing. Yeah. And the first time he said, Al Roker with the weather. I thought, this is it.
How did you get that job? I mean, was your ambition to be a newsman?
No, my ambition, to be perfectly honest, I did not plan to be on TV. I really didn't. I was going to be a producer or a director, something like that, a writer. And at the end of my sophomore year in college at SUNY Oswego, they were looking for a weekend weatherman, and my department chairman, who had told me I had, God's honest truth, I had the perfect face for radio, put me up for a job doing weekend weather at WHEN in Syracuse, New York.
That's a TV station?
It's a TV station.
You were a sophomore in college.
At the end of my sophomore year.
And a professor says to you, go try out for this job as a weatherman.
I did a tape at school. He took it down for me because he worked part-time at the station.
That's a miracle. I mean, how many guys a sophomore in college get any kind of job?
And do you stay in touch with that guy?
Unfortunately, he passed away last year, just about a month, right around the same time my mom passed. And he was just this guy, Lou O'Donnell, Dr. Lou O'Donnell.
If it wasn't for him, you might never have even thought to do this.
Not even. It wouldn't have even been on my radar.
And you went down there and you passed the audition right away.
Did the audition. The guy gave me the job. I was making $10 a newscast on the weekend.
Were you awful? You were the newscaster.
I was the weatherman.
I was the weatherman. Were you awful at it?
I wasn't good.
Did you have an affect? Were you like trying to find? I know I was horrible on the air.
I was kind of like just kind of doing funny stuff, but
not nervous.
Yeah, I was nervous in the beginning, but after a while, I mean, I think it's like one of the things is you forget after a while you're on TV or you're on radio. Right. You're just you. Yeah,
but that happened rather rapidly.
Look, me was at that time a 19-year-old college sophomore, so how good could that be?
So when you did this, you said, hey, maybe I can make a career out of this?
Well, you know what? I was thinking I'm going to do this until I can get a real job directing or doing something like that.
Right.
And then I got a job in Washington, D.C., which is where I
right out of Syracuse.
Yeah,
you sent the tape?
6 months after I graduated. A guy, one of my competitors, sent the tape to a friend to get me out of the market.
Wow.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Which was nice. I was like, hey, I wasn't even looking for a job. And,
were you that popular? In other words, had you really caught on with people?
Yeah, but I was in Syracuse,
But you were still in college, right? So when you showed up...
Yeah, I graduated...
You showed up at sophomore year in college, and you're now the local weather guy who's a big deal... You weren't getting tons of women?
You're a celebrity on
you know
campus.
what? Because nobody watched, none of the college students, nobody watched TV.
Yeah, but that's big news.
Yeah, but they didn't.
There's no sophomore that gets a job like that.
Nobody cared.
Nobody cared.
I wasn't a jock. I was driving down 40 miles down to Syracuse doing my thing.
Were you struggling with your weight at that point?
Oh yeah,
always your whole life.
Always my whole life.
Were you obese as a child?
You know what? It's funny. What you think of as obese. You always have this idea of what you are. Right. And then I look at the pictures. And, well, geez, I wasn't that fat.
But you thought you were.
But I thought I was.
And it almost leads to you getting fatter because you go, I'm just fat.
What the hell? I'm fat.
And were you so it was kind of like did you have a giant afro at some point?
I never had a giant afro. I mean, in college I had a little bit of an afro, but my hair was already starting to recede.
I see.
Yeah.
And then you shaved your head.
I just, cut it down. I mean,
when your hair went, were you devastated, or
no,
you didn't care? You look good bald. It doesn't make a difference to you. Who cares?
I'm a black guy. We all look good bald.
Were you ever a black radical? Right? Did you ever join the Black Panther Party?
That's what I say. That's what Artie said.
You're such a
radical?
Yeah. Were you ever radical? Did you ever have the glove, the fist, nothing?
No.
Never got into any of that.
I mean, look, I didn't have enough hair to even put the pick in the back. You had a bigger afro than I did.
I had a red, black, and green afro pick.
There you go.
I was way on top.
That folding one?
The folding. Yes, I used it as a weapon. So because
I'm sure there were a lot of pick fights in Long Island.
Oh yes. Well, actually, where I grew up, there were people would use those as
Oh, that's great.
On Long Island, where I grew up, everybody had an afro pick.
Fight.
You never heard of a pick fight?
Heard that.
In school, my school, I went to Roosevelt, which is an all-black school.
Yes.
We had afro picks, and people would actually use them as
weapons. They would gore each other with afro picks.
There was nothing wrong with that. It was perfectly acceptable.
People were coming into the emergency room with these little 8-pronged stab
We got another
wounds.
pick stabbing coming in.
It seems like a perfect life. I mean, do you have any demons? We were discussing. So when you were eating a lot, There has to be a demon behind that. There has to be something that really troubled you. Did you ever go into therapy to find out what that was?
No, before you have the gastric bypass, you actually have to have some sort of counseling.
Therapy?
Right,
counseling,
yeah.
So to make sure you're not crazy. Right. And
they must have lightened up on that.
Yeah, they really did. They just, she went out for a burger, while
they want to make sure that your expectations aren't too high, or that you're just not going to undermine the surgery.
No, and
now they want to make sure you are crazy.
Yeah, that's right. Because who else is going to? Only a crazy person going to have somebody actually come in and rearrange your insides.
It is nutty, right?
It's crazy, But
you were in dire straits.
Yeah, look, I've struggled with this my entire life, and at a certain point, it becomes this. You say, okay, I'm going to lose weight. I'm not losing weight. Oh, what the heck? I'm just going to eat.
Right.
Then you hate yourself because you're gaining weight. So, well, how are you going to feel better? Well, let me have another burger.
You gained 30 pounds from your original gastric bypass,
which was 7 years ago.
Did that scare the hell out of you?
No, actually, because look, I've got this range where I am now. I'm never going to be, back where I was. It's physically not possible.
Why do you say that?
You know what? Because I have when I eat way too much.
Right.
I feel horrible. I mean, I get nauseous. I will not go into the details.
But you do that every once in a while.
No, but so far and few in between times now that it's not.
You mean you get nauseous because of the gastric bypass? Because it doesn't allow you to really
to go hog wild anymore.
Right,
you just can't.
So when you gain back to 30 pounds, you start to have nightmares. Oh my God, I'm going to return.
No, because it's not like it all. I woke up one morning and it was like, oh, hey, where'd that come from?
Right.
It was kind of gradual. And I know it, but I go.
But do
I
you
have
find yourself looking at people who have had gastric bypass and have been unsuccessful? For example, Carney Wilson, who had it, is back to being huge again.
But she didn't have babies, okay?
Yeah. Okay. Randy Jackson, American Idol. I watched that show. He is getting heavy again. I mean, he's getting really heavy again.
I haven't seen that.
I think he is. Am I wrong, Robin?
I don't watch the show, but I have noticed him from time to time, and I think he has put on some weight. But
which is actually natural.
It's common.
It's not
I
unusual.
think he's gaining a lot of weight. That's the scary part of
What's
this.
the statistic,
maybe
Al?
you know what? I don't know.
It should be pretty high of recidivism.
Well, look, it's less than if you don't have it done, but it's still there's a recidivism.
So I get the feeling you never had the wild sexual years. Part of becoming famous and being successful like you are, you never had the orgy scene. You never had two girls at one time.
No.
Do you feel like you missed out on something?
No, because I don't multitask well.
Are you not that sexual?
I can't. No, I have no drive.
You told me you never watch porn. Was that because you want to keep your image squeaky clean?
No, I just I always am worried that somebody's going to, oh, look, here's his rental records. Here he's watching.
What would be so wrong with you?
Nothing wrong.
Al Roker admitting
nothing wrong with it. I would rather see a good comedy than bad porn. Yeah.
You don't get worked there. You don't want to see anybody naked.
I would rather see Kevin James and Paul and Paul Blart.
Did you see that movie?
I did. It's
was
very
it funny? I haven't seen it yet.
And look, your kids are older now. I mean, I got my middle girl is 10 and my baby boy is 6. So I'm in the middle of that. By the way, if you've got small kids, do not take them to see Coraline. That is a dark movie.
Oh, it's scary.
Woo!
A lot of these cartoons are scary. Were the kids scared when they saw that?
My older one wasn't, but my younger boy was.
It's scary.
Yeah, it's a frightening movie. Wow.
And now,
I can't believe I'm on Howard Stern talking about Coraline.
But what is it? That's a tough thing. Now, because you're successful and rich, do you live mostly in a white neighborhood or a black neighborhood?
I live in a Filipino neighborhood.
Now, the reason I ask that is it hard for your kids who are black? To meet other black kids?
Actually, they go to a private school here on the east side, but that has a very, very diverse population. In that, in my daughter's class, the kids, about 40% of the kids are non-white.
There is some diversity at the top now, Howard.
Is there?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
But that's an issue for you, right? You don't want your kids to feel like they're the one black kid in the sea of white
and the good
faces.
news is they're not. There are more kids. There are more kids of color in her school than there are in the public school in our district.
Right, so
better get her in that public school.
Yeah,
they need help.
That's right.
So, Al, you went ahead and you made another one of these DEA type shows.
Yes.
Al has a successful series going. He's branching out.
Yes.
He can't just do the weather. He always wanted to be a producer anyway. And first of all, I should mention you were the host of the Celebrity Family Feud, which I'm very jealous of. I would like that job.
Oh, it's a great gig.
I would play it straight. I would just go on there.
You'd be good on that.
I would, but people are afraid of me. You see, it would be very hard to get.
You have
celebrities.
to take a chance.
You had Kathy Lee Gifford's family.
Yes, we did.
And
who did they bring?
Cody, Cassidy, Frank.
How old is Frank now?
Oh,
Frank is
700 years old.
About 76, I think.
Wow. And he was able to keep it together.
Great. He was fine.
You like Kathy Lee?
I do. I find her amusing.
Well, you guys are working together.
Yeah,
now
she's on the fourth hour of the Today Show.
Well, you're not working with her though.
No, I see her in the makeup room.
Is she not doing well with the ratings?
No, actually, it's doing. The show's doing fine.
I thought I read that it was not doing.
No,
well.
it's doing fine.
It's doing okay.
Yeah,
they'll keep Kathy Lee.
Oh,
there.
absolutely.
I watch it sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
They have to learn to ask a few questions once in a while and stop with all the shtick.
Well, it's evolving.
Is it?
It's evolving.
All right. So when you have on a Kathy Lee and she goes up, let's say, against Joan Rivers' family or something, there's a lot of plastic surgery in the room. Do you comment on that, but you don't say anything controversial? You're always nice.
Yeah, you don't comment on the people's physical.
You never bring up, a couple of years ago, Frank and Kathy Lee had marital problems.
That wasn't one of the questions. What do you say?
Yeah, it's not really.
100 people were asked.
Yeah,
he received anal sex. You read it. You do not read that?
I try not to.
You didn't know that he received anal?
I didn't know about that. No, and I don't. I probably won't bring that up.
Well, he asked for it. I don't know if he
asked for anal. He did not get it. You don't say to Kathy Lee.
If it's not in the notes, I'm not going to bring it up.
You would not bring that up.
No, it's not that. It's a family show.
But it's
on at 8:00.
Do you ever get tempted to say, Kathy Lee?
Mm-hmm.
You want to go for the big interview. I know you know how to play it down the line, and that's what keeps you going. But the fact of the matter, don't you just say, Kathy, how'd you feel when Frank wanted the anal? I mean, do you ever try to slip one of them?
Did you finally
no
give
pun
in
intended.
And give it anal?
You see why my career gets sabotaged? Because I can't resist those questions.
He would be asking that on Family Feud.
Yeah,
I would.
And they're thinking, okay, we're not going to use this episode. not so much.
Can we see anal? Number one answer.
No.
But that's a great gig.
Yeah. Show me the Lincoln Tunnel. Okay, no.
Is that very good?
No.
Is that a high-paying job to host the Family
No, it's not.
It is not.
It's not.
Why do you keep getting these low-paying jobs?
Why can't you get a high-paying job?
I've got 100 low-paying jobs. I just need one good high-paying job.
High-paying jobs, like Regis does Millionaire and gets millions of dollars. Why would Family Feud?
Because Millionaire at the time was, just a huge network show. I mean, it saved ABC. It put it on the map.
Do you think that other people who work on the Today Show, like Matt Lauer, who's a news guy supposedly, and I know Matt, but he can't go out and do Family Feud. He's not allowed contractually.
Right. Yeah.
Because
but
you're the
Meredith
weatherman.
Vieira is doing Millionaire.
Because Meredith Vieira was doing that prior to joining the Today
Show. She couldn't do it now, you're thinking?
Probably not.
If she had come here to do the Today Show and then somebody had offered her Millionaire, probably not.
No.
Isn't it a bit of a joke? I mean, to make a distinction between the weatherman and the news reader, it's all showbiz.
It is. Look, the funny thing is, it was kind of carved out when Willard had the job.
Right.
The irony is, I couldn't do commercials when I was on local news.
Right.
And then when I got on the Today Show,
you're okay.
By the way, you can do a commercial. Well, okay, great.
Right. So isn't it kind of strange that, in a way, maybe even Matt Lauer and all these guys are jealous of your career because you get to do other things and you get to make additional money. That's what it's about, isn't it?
I don't think so. They make good money.
They don't make great money.
What do you think Matt Lauer's
What does Matt get? You know. Al, stop it. You never looked into what Matt Lauer's making.
No.
That's a lie.
You know why? Here's the deal. Because you go down that road and there's no turning back.
Hold it a second. Your agent doesn't go looking into that and say, hey.
He probably has comparables. He knows. But I don't want to know how much my coworkers are making. Look, everybody has an idea, but
right. What's your idea?
What is your idea? No.
When you say everyone has an idea, everyone doesn't have an idea.
Well, everybody who works in the business has
What would you
idea.
guess Matt Lauer makes?
He dresses nicely.
Give me a guess.
I'm not giving you
your best
I
guesstimate.
am not giving you you a gas.
Why?
Because I got to go back across the street and work.
But it's a gas.
I don't care.
You see, you're not saying anything. Yes, go ahead, Fred.
According to IMDb or Wikipedia, whichever you choose.
Which Al is on every 5 minutes. Yes, go ahead.
What's the update?
Al's going to really be going crazy now. 13,500,000 annually.
Oh,
that's why you overeat
annually.
But that's why he doesn't need another job.
That's right.
All right, 13 million. Okay. What does it say on IMDb that Al Roker makes? Who's been there
that's
longer
what I
than
found
that?
out so far was like the 1.3, 1.5 area.
I wouldn't.
What?
I don't.
Aren't you as much a part of the success of the Today Show as Matt
Lauer? Look, I am not saying that either.
More
No, not more.
Equally.
That's look. Here's the deal. Anything you read in the paper is either wildly underinflated or overinflated, and I can tell you that.
Oh, so you are saying
so he's making 26 million.
The best of your knowledge, 13 million is inaccurate.
So
You've checked it out.
He's making 26 million, and you're making 80 grand a year.
Do not believe for a minute that Al Roker hasn't looked into this thing in a big way.
He's putting the best face on this.
He's pulling an A-Rod is what he's doing right now.
I have never taken steroids.
I believe you.
Although I do have large breasts, but I have never
By the way,
steroids.
I was looking at the pictures of A-Rod this morning with his shirt off. They have a lot of them now because he announced he did steroids. He had forgive me for saying this, but he has bitch tits.
I was shocked at the lack of definition here.
Yeah, he has breasts. Is that what steroids do?
I guess that's what so I'm told.
Yeah, you've never worked out with steroids.
No.
You've never tried.
Oh yeah, I look like doing.
Do you work out at all? Do you go to the gym?
I do. Be a slender guy.
You got to, right? You got to stay in shape.
I mean, I work out. I didn't do it this morning, but I work out before I come in.
How's the marriage going? Everything good?
Great.
Yeah, really? The kids are okay?
Kids are good. My oldest girl's in culinary arts school.
No kidding.
Providence. She wants to be a chef. So.
Oh, that's great.
Let me ask you something. Now, you talked about those occasional binges. What do you eat when you want to go crazy?
Either vanilla ice cream or French fries.
Really?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, which are
Did you ever
both
try dunking them in?
What? Dunking them in ice?
Yeah.
That's right.
Artie, you dunk them in.
French fries dunked in vanilla ice cream.
You should see what Artie eats during the show.
You haven't lived.
You would be in heaven. You would be in heaven. All right, I know we're running out of time.